Hey everybody, it is Sunday. It is 6 o'clock at night. So this is a little different for us, but hopefully you got the announcement that we moved the time. And this is the Retro Wrestling Watch Along. Welcome all. And this is No Bones About Wrestling. I'm one of your hosts, Asa. And right here is below me is my permanent co-host, K Fabulous.
Hey.
And over here
There you go.
Dylan from Last Week in Wrestling, the other host.
Got it.
And so all month, it's Sting's final month in wrestling, and he's an icon. They call him the icon. And so we've been honoring him. He's retiring at AEW Revolution, and the three of us are going together to Revolution. So we're honoring him all month here on the show by showing shows that have great Sting matches on them. We've seen Surfer Sting fight Cactus Jack. We've seen Crow Sting fight off Diamond Dallas Page and Goldberg. And so we've seen, different eras of Sting so far. Tonight, we're going to see Surfer Sting again. Because tonight we are watching WCW Wrestle War 1992 featuring War Games. And it's Sting's Squadron versus Paul E. Dangerously's Dangerous Alliance in War Games. And that's the main event of the pay-per-view. And let me grab my book here. I didn't grab it beforehand. And I'll tell you the rest of the card.
Sorry, I was going to grab it for you, but I thought this was a Nitro episode, so I thought you didn't need it.
No.
I've never heard of Wrestle War.
Yeah, it's a Wrestle War is it's a pay-per-view you really don't hear about too much, but it was only around for 4 years, 89 through 92. I mean, just like any other WCW pay-per-view, it was a good product. Just not one of their pay-per-views that hung around like Halloween Havoc or Starrcade or Bash at the Beach or something, All right, so here's the card. Here's what we got. Main event, War Games. Sting, Ricky the fucking Dragon Steamboat, Dustin Rhodes, Nikita Koloff, and Barry Windham taking on, that's a pretty good team, taking on the Dangerous Alliance with Steve Austin, Rick Rude, Arn Anderson, Larry Zbyszko, and beautiful Bobby Eaton. So a pretty good team there as well for the heels in what I think is going to be a pretty good War Games match. With those guys involved, I don't know. I figure somebody's going to bleed. I hope so. 92 WCW, it wasn't as bloody as the 80s NWA.
Why is there an extra person on the heel side in the picture?
That's Paulie Dangerously, their manager.
Oh, okay.
Today known as Paul Heyman. But yeah, he was so goddamn. How many years ago was that? 02, 12, 22, 32 fucking years ago. He was known as Paul E. Dangerously in WCW. God damn, that's so crazy. 32 years ago, he was a manager in WCW. This is before he even ran ECW. And he was known as Paul E. Dangerously. And he carried around a big 1990s cell phone that was this big. He carried that around with him all the time and would hit people with it. I mean, you could, kill people with one of those if you hit someone enough, really. Okay, so we got the War Games match. We got that. Let's see. We've got World Tag Team Champions, the Steiner Brothers, versus Tatsumi Fujinami and Takayuki Iizuka.
Great pronunciation.
Yeah, don't know him. We've got light heavyweight champion Flying Brian Pillman versus Tom Zink. Should be a good match. We've got Big Josh versus Richard Morton, better known as Ricky Morton, one half of the Rock and Roll Express. This is when he had changed his gimmick, was trying something different, and went as Richard Morton. But it's Ricky Morton. We have the Super Invader versus Todd Champion. Can't tell you too much about either of them. Let's see. We've got Ron Simmons versus Mr. Hughes. We've got Marcus Alexander Bagwell, who would in the future, of course, be known as Buff Bagwell, but he was a very young rookie here. He's taking on Scotty Flamingo, who we saw a couple weeks ago here on the show. And he would eventually come to be known as Raven. But at this point, he was a kind of a light heavyweight wrestler. We've got Johnny B. Bad versus Tracy Smothers. And we have United States Tag Team Champions Terrence Taylor and Greg the Hammer Valentine defending against the Freebirds. So pretty good cast of characters here. Pretty good showing of 1992 WCW talent. And Mick Foley is there. He accompanies Mr. Hughes to the ring. So he's not fighting, unfortunately, but he is on the show as Cactus
Change
Jack.
the show.
As
get a new show.
Cactus Jack accompanying Mr. Hughes to the ring.
Yeah,
So
new show.
Huh?
New show automatically. We got to change the whole show up.
Yeah, that stinks. I mean, fucking Big Josh is on the show and Mick Foley isn't. What a ripoff.
I don't know who the hell Big Josh is.
I'm trying to remember who Big Josh is. I think he had a lumberjack gimmick.
Like Hacksaw?
No, like plaid shirts and suspenders and that kind of thing. Maybe carries an
That'll be
axe.
the
I don't
zero
know.
match.
Yeah,
That'll be the zero match of the night.
Big Josh.
Already feel it.
Yeah, and then the Super Invader. Can't remember him, or Todd Champion. Cannot remember Todd Champion either.
Yeah.
What time
This
are we
time
at?
starts at 6:09.
6:09. So main event, we got Sting's Squadron versus the Dangerous Alliance. Dylan, who you got?
I'm going to pick the Dangerous Alliance.
Oh, all right. In the
Yeah.
War Games match.
Yeah.
And Kay, who have you got?
I've also got the Dangerous Alliance.
You're going with the Dangerous Alliance
Yeah. They got,
over Sting's
Yeah.
Squadron?
they
That
got
means that
Rick
Sting's
Rude,
winning.
They got Steve Austin. They got Arn Anderson. That's all they need. It could just be those three guys against the five of them, and they'd be doomed.
All right.
Yeah, who's on Sting's team again?
Was it-
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Dustin Rhodes, and then I forgot the other two. Koloff.
Nikita Koloff and Barry Windham.
Barry Windham. That's right.
No, I'll change my answer. I'll go Sting.
Yeah.
I'll go Sting. I think it's
Sticking with Rick Rude.
just sticking with Rick Rude.
Sting may have been the world champion at this point. I'm trying to think who was. There's no world title match on this show, so I bet Sting was the world champion at this point. I'm betting.
Should we start?
Why the hell not?
Mhm.
So we'll give folks a minute. So if you haven't searched for the show yet on Peacock, it's on there. It's under WCW, of course, and you want to search the word wrestle, WRESTLE, and it'll come up. It'll say Wrestle War. I think there's a picture of Ric Flair. Right. It says Wrestle War. And there's a picture of Ric Flair. And click the picture with Ric Flair. And then it's season 4. This was the final Wrestle War pay-per-view. So just again, that's click WCW, search the word wrestle, click the picture with Ric Flair, and then pick season 4. We're watching Wrestle War 1992. All right. So I think people have had enough time to do that now. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. You think so?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here, if you'll get get it ready, and then we'll have a countdown. Dylan, are you ready?
I'm ready, buddy.
Okay. All right. And we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play.
On one side, Sting's Squadron. Has Sting managed to recruit the athletic talent needed to win this grueling war? On the other side, Paulie's dangerous alliance. Is Paulie doomed to destruction? We'll find out as WCW presents Wrestle War 92.
Wrestle War.
Nice.
Welcome to Wrestle War 92.
Looks like a good crowd there in Jacksonville.
Home of AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Bish. The Bischoff.
I wonder if they'll be the play-by-play announcers, you know, if they'll be the show announcers, I mean.
That it will be, and you say we've been waiting a long time. Sting Squadron been waiting a long time to get the Dangerous Alliance inside of the steel cage, hopefully to close the book on Paul E. Dangerous and his Dangerous Alliance. It is going to be a tremendous matchup. Like I said, 2 rings and close in the cage. Of course, the beginning is War Games. It starts with a 5-minute period, and of course, then they go in one-on-one based on a coin toss. And Gary Capetta will have the rules, of course, a little bit later on in the telecast.
I love War Games. It's one of my favorite things WCW ever did.
It's a very interesting concept.
And they usually did, you know, they did a great job usually building it up, and, you know, you'd have multiple feuds coming together in there, you know. It's different now when WWE does it. It's not as good. They don't do it as well. They just don't.
Yeah.
Well, and the pressure is on. Like you said, all of those wrestlers inside that ring would love to be the heavyweight champion of the world. What's going to happen to them when it's survival? Men calling the action down at ringside. Jim Ross and Jesse the Body Ventura. Well, thank you very much, Tony Schiavone, and we are down.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I got to listen to him for 2 hours? Oh.
No time limit. Pinfalls will not count in this.
Christ.
See what time it is. That's okay.
No.
Already 0 out of 5.
No.
So I know what war is all about. But
So if you just joined us, we're watching Wrestle War 1992. We're at 2 minutes 52 seconds in.
And I gotta compliment you.
You want to go to WCW on Peacock? Go to WCW, search the word Wrestle. The Wrestle War picture will have Ric Flair on it. Click that and click season 4, and then you'll find Wrestle War 1992 there.
You can just search Wrestle. You don't have to go to WCW first.
Oh, right, correct. You can just search Wrestle. Correct. You don't have to go to WCW first. My bad.
I've been singing too much rock and roll and not concentrating on wrestling as they should be. Fans, we got a tremendous crowd here in Jacksonville, the greatest fans in the world. are right here
Get that rat tail off of his body. Shave it off.
Gary Michael Capetta.
Yeah, Dylan is not a fan of Jesse the Body. Here come the Freebirds, baby. Bad Street, USA.
Are they not fabulous yet?
Well, they are the fabulous Freebirds.
Oh,
Yeah. Who go from over as fuck in Texas to pretty over in WCW. There was a time in the NWA where they were super over. And then as time went on, they were less and less over.
They were in the movie last night, right?
Yeah.
want music more than they have written on wrestling. I think the more focused team is Valentine the TaylorMade Man. Let's go back up to Gary Capetta and the introduction of the champion. And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents. They are the United States Tag Team Champions. Introducing first.
Oh, Greg Valentine.
Yeah, you got Greg the homophobe Valentine on the right there, and Terrence Taylor on the left. Tailor-made man.
It's a really poorly constructed suit jacket for someone whose gimmick is tailor-made man.
Yeah.
Not the most popular team in WCW, but what a team they are. You know, Ross, that polka dot kerchief you got would fit right the TaylorMade Man smoking jacket.
Yeah, I'm with those kids. Thumbs down. Greg Valentine was a decent wrestler. He was decent.
Both teams obviously very colorfully attired, but one thing obviously that the champions have to be aware of, that very devastating.
Career lasted a long time.
Absolutely. If the Freebirds
He ended up being in Rhythm and Blues in WWF. You ever see that, Dylan?
What?
Rhythm and Blues, the tag team he was in. He was the Honky Tonk Man's tag team, and he dyed his hair to match the Honky Tonk Man's hair. And he would, he'd dance
That's
like the
an
Honky
image.
Tonk Man. Yeah. It was not good. Not good for Greg.
Solidly behind it would seem the Freebirds. Well, it'll be interesting, as you said, Jim Ross. You know,
It's like 1990 WWF.
Veterans in the ring. There's nothing that they haven't seen before. I think it's going to come down to endurance. I think TaylorMade Man and Valentine are in better shape.
So the Freebirds are in the Iron Claw.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kay and I just watched. I already told you, Dylan, but Kay and I just watched the Iron Claw. Finally, we saw that last night. Very good movie, with a couple exceptions. The guys who played Ric Flair and Harley Race, not good. But otherwise, it was a very good movie. And the wrestling's good. MJF is in it for 5 seconds as Lance Von Erich. Like literally 5 seconds as Lance Von Erich.
They don't even tell you what his character's name is. You have to find out from the credits.
Correct, yeah.
That is so disrespectful. How they do an AEW god like that dirty.
Yeah, I hoped he would be in it somehow. You think?
Yeah, I wanted him to be in at least like 20 minutes of the movie would be fine.
I think his part got cut out. From what I read, his part got cut out.
Why?
Just time. Because the
Well,
first
make
stuff.
more.
Because it was all comedy stuff. Because he plays after a couple of the brothers died, they needed to kind of refill their numbers a little. So they brought in this guy, and they said he's the cousin of the Von Erichs, Lance Von Erich. And that's who MJF plays, this fake cousin of the Von Erichs.
You got to tell me how to watch this movie because I got to watch it tonight and do a review on it. I need to know how. I hear only really good things about the movie, but I can't believe they do my boy MJF dirty like that. We'll never do another movie with A24 again now. I do not support A24 films anymore because of that.
Executive producer on it, so I'm sure.
You figure he's okay with it.
Okay with it, yeah.
Disrespectful.
Because he was an executive
It should be at least
producer,
20
he
minutes of the movie.
Just said, put me back in. He could have easily just said that, I think.
Can't support it. If he's not in it, can't support it.
No, he is just barely in it. Just barely.
His name's in the credits twice.
That doesn't excite me at all.
He's the only. Is he the only real wrestler in it? No.
The Von Erichs are in it.
Correct. They're back. The Von Erichs, who are on AEW now, play.
How long were they in the movie for? 20 minutes?
No.
They don't even get names. They're background wrestlers.
Yeah, they're background wrestlers. And Ryan Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler's brother, plays Gino Hernandez. Does a good job. I didn't even recognize him.
Gino Hernandez.
Yeah.
Okay. Still not good enough for me.
And those are the only wrestlers in the movie. Yeah, those are the only actual wrestlers in the movie, to my knowledge.
I don't understand how they could do my boy dirty like that.
And Chavo did the choreography.
Yeah, Chavo Guerrero Jr. did the wrestling choreography.
Oh, who cares about Chavo Guerrero?
I care about Chavo.
Not after what happened.
After what happened?
Do you not know
What are you talking about?
about Eddie Guerrero's daughter and what she was saying happened on the
Oh, I heard.
boat, and
What?
then
Tell me.
he supported Vicky Guerrero for bashing her own daughter, and then said that she was going to sue her for defamation of character. Vicky, about her own daughter, Cheryl, and that she's a liar and that she deserved it and she was asking for it and all this other stuff. And Chavo just agreed with whatever Vicky said. Yeah. Not a good uncle, I'll tell you that.
Doesn't sound like it.
No. Yeah, it was like, it made news. It made like headlines.
I remember hearing something about it. Yeah, I didn't. So wait, what's the deal? What?
So Cheryl was unfortunately sexually assaulted on a cruise,
Okay.
and watch. And she finally came out to the public about it earlier this year, and I'm sorry, last year. And when it came out, Vicky made a statement saying that Cheryl deserved what she got, that she was asking for it from Vicky's stepfather, step-husband, or whatever, at the time during the cruise. And that
Wait, is he the one who sexually harassed her?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah. And she deserved it. She deserved exactly what she got. She was asking for it, and she's drunk, and she persuaded him to get into bed with her, and all, like, just absolutely tearing her own daughter apart. And then Chavo was asked about it, and then reiterated everything that Vicky said. Yeah.
So what? Her daughter fucked her new husband?
Correct.
Jesus Christ.
But yet what Cheryl, Vicky's daughter, said was that on the boat, he kept looking at her. He kept like whispering in her ear and shit, and was like making a lot of advances towards her.
Yeah.
And then in her room, he locked her in there and then did whatever he did to her in there
Jesus
without
Christ.
her consent. And she didn't want to say anything because she knows her mom was like really happy, and it's been a long time since, of course, Eddie's passing, that she's been like genuinely happy because she was working a lot and really just, doing a lot of things to just cope with, of course, Eddie's loss. And yeah.
No, I didn't hear all that. I didn't hear all that.
Yeah. Very sad.
Yeah, Jesus, that's terrible. But yeah, to close on what I was talking about, yeah, if you're not to overlook her situation, that's terrible. But to close on what I was talking about, if you're a wrestling fan, I would check out The Iron Claw. Very good movie. Very good movie. And if you're not a wrestling fan, I don't know why you would be watching this. So yeah, check out the movie.
Maybe they're really big fans of the year 1992.
That could be possible. We got a pretty good tag team match going here. Yeah, for those of you just joining us, Watching WCW Wrestle War 1992. We are at 14 minutes and 39 seconds in, and it's available on Peacock. Just type in the word wrestle, and Wrestle War will come up. It's a picture of Ric Flair. It says Wrestle War. Click that, and it's season 4, Wrestle War 1992. We're at 15 minutes in right now.
So Iron Claw is going to be on HBO Max sometime in March.
Cool.
So I'll just wait. I'll wait till March to see it.
It's good, man. It's good. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm
like
excited.
It's a bummer. I mean, obviously, but it's a fucking bummer.
I know the story. I know the story. So, but I'm excited to. I was excited to see MJF, but I guess I'm going to hold that excitement off to not at all. Well, he's in another movie.
I think if we didn't know who MJF was playing,
right?
I don't think he's on screen long enough to tell that it's even him.
Yeah.
Because he's got a blonde wig on, also.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this might be my last A24 film I watch. Then.
No, they're so good. A24 films are awesome.
It's a great film company, but they can't disrespect my tribal chief like that.
But yeah, the guy who plays Harley Race, not terrible.
Yeah. They have that jabroni on, but they don't have MJF on.
Like the guy who played Ric Flair got all the press for being bad, but I think that's just because maybe people know Ric Flair more.
Yeah.
But the guy who played Harley Race was terrible.
It's like the person who cast them had never seen or heard anything by Harley Race or by Ric Flair.
Yeah. Well, now I'll say the guy who played Ric Flair within the movie did a good job, but he didn't do a good job being Ric Flair. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like it worked.
I don't. It sounds like he's just a really shitty Flair.
No, it worked in the movie. Like his performance worked and his character worked in the movie and all that, but he was not Ric Flair. If that makes sense.
Like he played a really good wrestler heel, but not Ric Flair.
/ piece of shit person.
Yeah. Well, no, he didn't come across as a piece of shit person.
He kind of came across as it's just like a.
But it was nice to him.
How did you guys watch the movie?
Our service.
You're gonna have to get your service.
Well, I can put you in touch. Oh.
Yeah. Now I want to watch it tonight. I mean, I'm streaming tonight, but like, I want to watch it tonight anyway.
He's holding his lower back there, and Valentine going after the backbreaker, another high impact move in the lower back. He's got a lateral press, and Hayes able to get a.
But yeah, it's a downer. Obviously, I mean, it's sad. It'll leave you sad. Obviously.
What's crazy is like the Von Erich's life is so depressing that they actually had to cut out some of the tragedies that happened to them because it would have made the movie like too sad.
Yeah.
Well, the one brother gets sick and he dies. Then the other brother was a drug addict, right? And he overdosed.
And nobody overdosed.
They all just got sick and died?
No. David got sick and died.
No, Mike overdosed in the movie.
What?
The one who killed
himself. He was the one that was at the.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Mike overdosed. I'm sorry.
Mike overdosed and passed.
Mike overdosed. David got sick and died. Kerry killed himself. Chris killed himself. And Chris is not in the movie.
And Jack Jr. died when he was young.
And Jack Jr. died because he touched an electrified connection of a trailer hitch.
Right. Okay.
And died because he got shot.
But now what about Lance?
And then he fell and he drowned in a puddle.
Christ.
Lance wasn't a real Von Erich.
Lance wasn't a real Von Erich.
He was fake.
Yeah, he was fake.
Nobody wanted to see if he lived or died at all.
No, he was
Like
fine.
nothing, not even an end of like, hey, he died.
He was fine. They didn't tell you what happened to Lance.
They didn't even tell you Lance existed.
They didn't even say his name. Like,
They didn't even say we're bringing
Von
in
Erich.
Von Erich.
no, they didn't even say we're bringing a fake Von Erich. The only reason I knew he was Lance is because I read it in an article that said he was playing Lance Von Erich.
Zac Efron was very good in it.
Zac Efron was great in this movie.
Yeah.
Zac Efron was
Really?
Great. Yeah, he was great. He was great.
What about Jeremy Allen or Alan Jeremy, the other guy who does that movie, does that show called The Bear about him being a chef?
I don't know which brother he played. Everybody was good.
Yeah.
So
Hold on, I'm gonna.
except the Flair and race. Everyone else was good, I should say.
Jeremy Allen. He played
know.
Carrie Von Erich.
Oh, he was
yeah,
good. He was very good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then David Von Erich was Harris Dixon.
Yeah, he was good
Fritz
as well.
Von Erich was Holt. Ric Flair was Aaron Dean Eisenberg.
That guy was terrible.
You sucked, bro. Chavo Guerrero played the Sheik. Are you kidding me? He played the Iron Sheik.
Oh, was he? Was he in there? Was the Sheik?
Doris
Not the
Von
Iron
Erich
Sheik,
was
the
Maura
Sheik.
Tierney from ER. Mike Dell was 1950s referee. Cassidy O'Reilly was a tag team opponent. Bruiser Brody was KZ Lewis Carhargio.
Whoever
I thought
played
he did
Bruiser
good.
Brody
He was
looked
good.
like
Yeah.
Bruiser Brody,
He was
kind of. Yeah, looked very much like him.
Brady Burr Pierce was Michael Hayes.
They were okay. The guys who played the Freebirds were okay.
Can't believe they disrespected my guy like that, though. Unbelievable.
The
What
wigs
other
were
movies
really bad.
is Maxim?
I wouldn't say that.
Ric Flair's wig was terrible.
Yeah. Flair's was not good.
And like his hair is like his most well-known feature.
True. Flair's wig was terrible.
And Harley Race's was the wrong color.
Wait a second. MJF played the voice of Killer Croc in Justice League Superheroes and the Huntsman Part 2. Are you serious?
Is that like an animated?
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
Huh. I didn't know that. That's cool. And Michael Hayes
The
just
Floaters is the
Valentine.
next
I think
movie.
Freebirds just won the U.S. Tag
Freebirds
Team
won.
titles.
Yeah.
So wait a second. MJF is playing another movie called The Floaters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's about a summer camp.
How do you know that?
Because we reported it on AEW Weekly.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and their Jewish summer camp. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. It's about a guy who like goes back to the summer camp where he went as a child to be a counselor.
MJF plays Matt. I'll be watching that.
It's a comedy.
It came across in the description like it was going to be a comedy.
Yeah, it sounds like it. That could be funny.
You better be in that a lot longer than 5 seconds, I tell you that.
This is a good tag team match here.
Mm-hmm.
Freebirds won the U.S. Tag Team titles. Yeah, WCW used to have 2 sets. They had the World Tag Team titles and the U.S. Tag Team titles. Which, was too many. I mean, they didn't need 2 sets of belts, but they had them.
Everybody was talking about the experience of Greg Valentine and a tailor-made man. What about the experience of the Freebirds? These guys have been together a long time, but it was sheer guts and determination that did it for it. I think you're right. I think Taylor
Man.
hit it one time and hit Michael VSH with everything. And continued to drive back, finally make the tag, and the Freebirds are the new U.S. Tag Team Champions. Congratulations. We're now
Johnny B. Bad.
match. A man who's made a lot of noise in WCW against another man who has come out of tag team wrestling into singles wrestling.
Has no Tracy.
Absolutely, but you take a look at Johnny B. Bad. He's kind of like Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Johnny B. Bad needs to make a big move here.
How does that work?
Hope he can do it.
How is Johnny the bridesmaid and never the bride?
For a big title shot, there is no question in World Championship Wrestling.
I don't know what he means by that, really.
I think it means he's always like second in line for the title. And,
Yeah,
like,
it
can
just
never
hasn't won a
quite get
title.
there.
Right. Hasn't won a title. Here comes Tracy Smothers, I believe. This should probably be pretty good here.
Is he related to the Smothers brothers?
No.
Is that Casey Von Erich?
No, that's Tracy Smothers.
Oh. Weren't the Von Erichs also in WCW?
Not the NWA.
I know
Not-
the NWA. They were
Not
huge.
WCW, not that I know of. Not
None
that
of them?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think they were in WCW.
He weighs 235 pounds and says he's the prettiest in World Championship.
Little Richard.
Johnny B. Bad, you know you love him. Johnny B. Bad.
I want that cape. I want to come to Revolution and come out to that cape.
It's like a Dalton Castle worthy cape.
Did you see Dalton Castle dress up as an older gentleman with a beard on a recent Ring of Honor?
Yes.
I love it.
He's having a lot of fun on Ring of Honor, it seems.
He's having a ball on Ring of Honor.
He's great.
Oh, the Johnny Cannon.
It's not the
That's a
Johnny
bad
Cannon. It's a
blaster,
bad
Dylan.
blaster. It's not the
Johnny Cannon. He's blasting the little Johnny on all the civilians.
Oh my God.
Here it comes. Double shot.
The kiss that don't miss.
I'm so pretty.
Oddly popular, the most oddly popular wrestler of the 90s. Johnny
I
B.
tell you
Bad.
right now, that Botox is working, you know?
Oh my God. What the fuck is happening?
He just made his paycheck for the night.
Woman just stuffed. Was that like a 5? Woman just stuffed a $5 bill in his knee pad.
Hey, yo, Johnny B, hit that Johnny Blaster right on that Jesse Ventura guy. He needs a little loving. Wasn't enough to shave off that rat tail. I'm gonna get that rat tail.
Very anticlimactic bad blaster blast.
Yeah.
That's hard to say. Bad blaster blast.
Yeah, he probably already blasted before it came out, so it's just residue. It was a little residue before coming out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no. Get a little more extra pep in his step this time around. It's good. It's good.
Last counter, drops down in a cradle. Got a pinning predicament there, and he comes up with his fist clenched. And young Pistol Tracy making the allegation that his tights were pulled. I didn't see it personally.
I didn't see it. The ref can't call it if he didn't see it. But you know, Tracy may have felt it. He probably felt the hand back there. Wouldn't be beyond me to see Johnny B. Bad grab him by the tights.
Waistlock reversed into a waistlock by Johnny B. Bad. And the elbow by the more experience of these two athletes, young Pistol Tracy Smothers. Both men very, very quick with greater.
So let me ask you guys a question.
Mm-hmm.
Whose spine buster do you think was better? Batista's or Arn Anderson's?
It's tough. I gotta go with Arn Anderson. Gotta go with Arn Anderson.
I don't remember Batista's spine buster, but I like Arn Anderson more. So I'm also going to go with Arn Anderson.
That's fine.
Maybe it ought to be.
What about you?
Batista's.
Yeah,
That was deadly.
yeah, like who's could actually hurt you more? Batista's, but who like Arn
Batista would
Anderson just
slam
has
you with
a
his
certain-
hand.
But Arn Anderson just has like a certain movement that he has
Yeah.
on it. when he does it, that makes it look
Like,
cooler.
The
Which is
Jesus
why I say-
grabbed you, and then when he would put you down, it was his arm pushing you down, and from that spine buster, like that hurt, man. Like he made sure you stayed on the ground.
It's a good match here. Good start by these two guys.
God, Jesse Ventura needs to stop talking for the rest of the show. Whole show can be silent. Wish heel was only 5 seconds.
Tracy, an outstanding college football player in the NAI at Carson Newman. Great martial arts background as well. And Johnny Goodbye buried the left. Those body punches taking their toll on young pistol Tracy. Irish slips him in, but he a little overzealous.
I feel like he's the most confusing gimmick
Whom?
in wrestling.
Whom?
Johnny B. Bad.
His gimmick is that he looks like Little Richard. And he's a bad man.
With a $5 bill coming out of his kneecap.
Yeah. What's confusing?
So he's white.
Well, not the tan. The tan makes him a different color.
I always forget he's white. Honestly.
That's the weird part. It's a white dude pretending to be a black man.
Yeah, I always forget that he's white. Really, I do.
Well, you didn't know that he was white.
I didn't know he was white for many years. I didn't know he was white.
Him.
Yeah.
I was like, that's definitely not a black guy.
Let's Google it.
I did Google it. He's a white guy.
No, we've confirmed it. He's white. We've confirmed it. He is a white guy.
Mark Miro. Wait, Mark Miro is Johnny B. Bad?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
See?
Wait,
it's
how'd
the
you-
most confusing.
Wait, how'd you
Wait a
know
sec-
Mark,
whoa,
how'd you know
whoa,
Mark
whoa,
Mero,
whoa,
but you
whoa,
didn't know he
whoa.
was Johnny B. Bad?
I thought Mark Miro was his own wrestler.
Well, he's an old wrestler. Mark Mero.
No, like his own character, like his name, Mark Miro. He was Mark Miro in wrestling. I didn't know he was Johnny B. Bad.
Well, no, he when he went to WWF, he went by Mark Mero.
But that doesn't look like Mark Miro.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean it doesn't look like Mark Mero?
Because Mark
Johnny
Mero-
B. Bad, his face to the rest of him doesn't look like current day Mark Mero.
Oh, current day. Current day.
Have you seen what Mark Mero looks like?
I don't know.
That's not Johnny B. Bad. There's no way. There's no way.
He looks like an old white Republican.
Current day.
Current day.
I think I did. I think we did
I
see a
showed you a
picture.
picture, yeah.
Yeah, like a couple years ago.
There's
I think
no
we did. see a
way that's
picture.
Johnny B. Bad. Why did he get reverse Botox is my question. And they just suck it out of him?
I don't think so, but I think it signifies the kiss that don't miss. That's what he calls his left hook. Oh, I would interpret that another way, Ross. It could be interpreted another way. You're right. First chin lock.
What a
It's
mind
fake.
fuck.
Isn't it?
What a mind fuck.
It really is.
Young pistol Tracy. And a high knee.
That wasn't so great. This has been a good match. This has been a good two opening matches here.
Coming in. Right hand to the midsection. Right of the foot.
Kick with the point of the toe. I'll tell you, this man can break all the rules. Look at that. Close fist into the boot. Now that's legal. No, it wasn't. He had it by the hair. I stand corrected.
Irish whip, middle of the ropes. And a power slam. Turning it down. And a power slam. And now he'll go outside. Climb the ladder. And he'll take a chance here.
Oh, man. Pretty good.
That was very good.
That was awesome. I think the 5 fell out of his knee pad there.
It's a secret bribe for the referee.
Mm-hmm.
Accidentally drop it on the mat and just keep going, and the ref has to pick it up. He paid for your win.
He wouldn't do that. Oh, Johnny B. Bad won. I don't know what he did, but he won. I was looking at you.
He hit him with the left.
Oh, okay.
But how is that Mark Marrow?
Yeah, it is something. I agree. Good match.
Boing.
Bam.
Right on the jaw. It's illegal. Caught in the act. The camera does not lie, Jim Ross.
And Sir Missy Hyatt is standing by with the new United States Tag Team Champions. Let's go now. There's Missy Hyatt in the locker room area.
Thanks, Jim and Jesse. What a great night. We had new U.S. Tag Team Champions. And you know what? It took a woman behind the Freebird Enterprise.
Miley Cyrus really looks like that lady.
Really looks like Missy Hyatt?
Yeah.
And it's paying off. They've been singing hard,
Kinda.
they've been wrestling hard, and it's all right. They made it tonight, and they're new champions, and I love it.
Thank you, Squeezy. I tell you, we feel great. We said we were going to do it, and we did.
Yeah, she does.
If we say we're going to do something, we definitely do it. As you can see here now, we had our work cut out for us, but the DDT, as we always said, is only a heartbeat away. And right there it was. We've seen our opportunity, and boom! 1, 2, 3, the U.S. Tag Team titles go to the Birds. Yes! Missy, I want to say we dedicated this match to Ronnie Van Zant and the whole Leonard Skinner band. And wasn't it ironic that right here in Jacksonville, where Leonard Skinner was born, where Southern rock and roll emerged, is where the fabulous Freebirds are climbing that stairway back to heaven. And this is only the first step. There's an NWA Tag Team Tournament for the world titles. Guess who's knocking on the door? There's somebody else at the WCW World Tag Team titles. Guess who's knocking on the door? I can't say why we do what we do, but we are the Freebirds.
I thought he was going to ask us who was knocking on the door.
On celebration right next.
Say what?
I thought he was going to ask us who was knocking on the door still.
Okay, Missy Hyatt, thank you very much. And of course, there was Precious standing right there beside Jimmy Jam Garbage.
Jimmy Jam Garbage?
At his side before. It's been many years since we've seen
Jimmy
Is that the
Garvin.
guy's name?
No, Jimmy Garvin.
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 Oh,
Every successful man.
what a name.
Successful. Speaking of success, a man named Scotty Flamingo from right here in Florida, West Palm, has been very successful in WCW wrestling. Scotty Flamingo has been on a roll here. He'll be facing Marcus Alexander Bagwell, and I think the honeymoon.
This is good how they introduce the matches here.
There's a lot of pressure on him right now. A lot of pressure. It's going to be a tremendous match. Marcus Alexander Bagwell going one-on-one against Scotty Flamingo.
Flamingo.
Here on Wrestle War. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Marietta, Georgia, weighing 235
Marcus Alexander.
Marcus Alexander Bagwell. That's a great point, Jesse. This kid is no rookie anymore. He's been in the ring with some of the toughest in WCW, and he has survived. And you know what that means, Jim Ross?
Yeah, when WWF bought WCW, he was one of the people that they brought over. You know, he was going to be one of the guys who got a big push. He and Booker T. And they put a match on TV on Raw. Booker T versus Buff Bagwell, and the reception to it was just not good by the audience, by people backstage, by pretty much just everyone. Just the reception was not good, and that one match changed the entire plans for the WCW invasion. Changed like they were going to have their own show. WCW, like WCW was going to take Raw. It was going to become WCW Raw, and WWF was going to have SmackDown.
Wow.
said it before here in WCW.
But just that one match, yeah, changed all that.
He looks more like Raven in this than the last time we saw him as Scotty Flamingo.
Think so? What was that show?
WCW Nitro.
Yes.
No, it wasn't. The only Nitro we watched was '99.
Right? That's not right. We watched two.
No, we didn't.
No, we only watched one
We only
Nitro.
watched one Nitro.
We watched two Nitros.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. I swear to you.
No, we didn't, dude. We only watched 9. I promise.
I've only seen one episode of Nitro.
I'm looking
Really?
right
That's the
now.
only episode of Nitro we watched? Oh my god. We gotta watch. There's too much wrestling to watch.
I'll tell you, both of these guys, I mean, imagine the women out there looking at these two athletes. Bagwell,
What was that we watched with Scotty Flamingo on it?
I kind of like Scotty Flamingo better. I think he's a little more.
Bash at the Beach?
Or yeah. Beach Blast. Beach Blast 92. Yeah.
Oh, so he probably looks exactly the same as he looks right now.
Yeah. It was 2 months after this.
Waistlock takedown, fist right to the face, and Bagwell tossed him the outside, but he bounces right back up.
And Bagwell.
Comes to the right hand.
Well, I knew at some point the slaps were going to turn to a closed fist. They're back with the slaps again.
And Bagwell.
And then Bagwell, when he went to WWF, he pretty much like acted like a big shot to everybody backstage, and WWF fired him. They said, "Get the fuck out of here," and they fired him.
That's funny.
That's the story, at least. It's a shame.
He got arrested recently, didn't he?
He got arrested several times recently, unfortunately. Yeah.
He's having a hard time because his mother died.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice move by Bagwell to counter. Vertical suplex, floats over, hooks the leg and got to.
Well, right now, Bagwell with the early advantage. He's reversing everything Scotty Flamingo's throwing in the ring. But there, Flamingo fires him out to the floor.
Bagwell tossed outside again.
He needs DDP to save him.
I'm not sure how well Bagwell's going to be fighting on the floor if he does go out to the floor. And it looks like Scotty Flamingo knows he's going to bring him back in right now.
Yeah, he's been having his troubles with drugs lately, Bagwell, and
Trying to go for a knee. Good counter move. And another near fall situation. Missed with a clothesline. And this time, it's Flamingo with a modified belly to back suplex. Dropped him on his right shoulder.
And the
I believe it's been drugs. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Flamingo slipped right in behind
Good
him.
6 rock and roll.
Going at it, move and counter move. And now we're getting back to the punching again.
A lot of pressure on both men to win this contest. Self-imposed pressure, we should say. Flamingo has been very emphatic as he drops a fist that he will be the heavyweight champion. There's a lateral press. Bagwell has not been so brash, but you know that's got to be one of his ultimate goals as Flamingo exercises the reverse chin lock.
And who's to say after this evening, Jim Ross, we may have a new light heavyweight champion as the Z-Man. Later in the matches tonight at Wrestle War, will take on the champion, Flying Brian, for the light heavyweight title here in WCW.
Fans, our next pay-per-view
Beach Blast.
June 20th. And we'll be telling you more about Beach Blast.
Yeah, we watched Beach Blast a couple weeks ago with Sting and Cactus.
I think I do.
Oh, that was the one with that tag team main event,
Right there. Referee Randy Anderson.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that wonderful tag team 5-star main event.
Can't call what you don't see.
That was not good.
Just like in football, you can hold as long as you don't get caught. Everything else is legal.
Bingo now. Choking. Hooks the leg. That lateral press won't get it this early. Trying to hold him down at Bagwell, who has got so much drive and determination. Just a tremendous competitive individual. We have seen
Who are you liking this match, Dylan?
some very tight situations. Got it.
Raven.
Yeah.
is seemingly anything to win.
Okay.
Also Raven.
Yeah.
Keep it within the rules. Nice shoulder lock on the youngster from Marietta, Georgia, Sprayberry High School. This time it's Flamingo with the advantage. What an evenly fought contest here. And both men, they both went over the top. Now there's a judgment call by the referee.
Apparently he's going to start a double count on both of them. Referee feeling that neither man was responsible for the over-the-top.
Neither man was responsible? I don't know about that one.
Get back in the ring by the 10 count. We got a double count out. No victor in this match, Jim Ross.
It's like the charge block in the NBA.
I hate double countouts.
I think it was a
I
good
hate
call by
them.
the referee as he used his
You and everyone else.
It's the worst ending to a match.
Why would you throw your opponent back in before you when you're receiving a 10 count? I've never understood that. That gets your opponent in a position to win.
Like, at least do a time limit draw or something, you know?
Very good point.
Instead of a
If you,
double
even
count.
if you don't want a definitive winner, yeah.
This match is too important. Why not? To these men.
Because the time limit draws, at least you get the longest match possible.
I think it's ego at that point if you won't win by a count out.
Good counter move. Hip hop takeover. Back well poised and ready. High impact. Close line. Back well with the adrenaline rush.
Not a good bump there by Flamingo.
He's looking for a tag.
And he's too busy yelling for crowd approval. He should be doing something.
Right hands finding their mark.
I've never understood that. Why a guy gets an opponent going and then looks out for crowd approval.
So,
Back well
Velveteen Dream
offensively.
has returned to wrestling.
Got him in the head.
Heard. Yeah.
Going for crowd approval. Asking the crowd.
Something called what? Dynasty? What? Right?
Something called callback. I think I would call his name callback. I'd call his ass back to the back area and get him out. No, thank you.
Was he guilty of what he was accused of?
So, okay. So it depends on how you look at it. So if you watch the Chris Van Vliet interview with him, which I did, he brought in,
Oh, Scotty Flamingo won it.
told you, knew it was happening.
Got the win over Marcus Alexander.
He brought the receipts of all the situation that he was in. So there was a nude picture of him that he supposedly sent to a minor when Velveteen Dream says that it wasn't his actual body that was sent to the child, that it was a image with his head cropped on it, because he's never sent anything to the child ever during all of his communications. He also never asked any of the questions that he was supposedly accused of asking. He had all the text messages, which Chris Van Vliet reads off from the first time that they started talking to the last time they started talking. It was supposedly a Discord call or voice or video call that never happened, because you would see in your messages if it was an actual call like done between either one of the parties. He had all these printed out, all these text messages and Facebook messages and this, direct messages and all these other social media stuff. And he's saying that everything that he's being accused of, he was found innocent, not proven guilty at all in any of the counts. There was a full-blown investigation, including search and seizure of all of his social media accounts, and they found no evidence of anything that he is being accused of doing. That the kid that was accusing him of all of the behavior has not been able to get in touch with anyone, like the FBI or something. So I don't know. If you watch the interview, it sounds like everything is not his fault. But if you do your own research, I think there's things that you could find that show it is his fault. Like, he did ask how old he was. Was he in school still, and all of that, which he then had Chris Van Vliet read. And on those questions, Chris asks, he's like, "Yeah, but why are you asking this child like how old he is, where does he live, and all these things?" He goes, "Because I wanted to train him and have him train with other wrestlers in wrestling academies that was in his area. You know, as I'm traveling around, I don't have the time to just do one-on-one workouts with these guys. So, you know, if I can direct them into like a Booker T school, Mr. Anderson's academy, something around him where I can get in touch with the academy instructors to see what the progress is, you know, go from there and continue to help them and try to get them in the right direction." But then, you know, I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. That's a Duel of the Butcher and Cactus Jack.
That's from an old show.
Oh, okay.
That's
Sorry,
to
I thought it was
explain.
current. I'm sorry. I got
No, that's to
confused.
explain why this match is happening.
I see. Okay, I'm sorry, Dylan. Go ahead.
This was supposed to be a tag match, but stuff happens and it ends up being a singles match. See, it's supposed to be Cactus Jack and Mr. Hughes versus Ron Simmons and the Junkyard Dog, but it ends up just being Ron Simmons versus Mr. Hughes.
Dude, how mad would you be if you went to a pay-per-view thinking you were going to
Wait, they just said his tag team partner, though.
What did I just fucking say? I just said this is supposed to be a tag match, and something happens here, and it ends up just being Ron Simmons versus Mr.
I
Hughes.
see what's about to happen.
I'm not sure. The main thing I look at, why would Cactus Jack need a bodyguard? If there's anybody in the world that don't need a bodyguard, it's Cactus Jack.
So go ahead with what you were saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just smarter for him not to be in wrestling after all the allegations and things that he was accused of doing. So, to be honest, I think that's better off for him. Yeah, it's not a good look. So, you know, because I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if what Chris Van Vliet was reading was real transcripts from the conversations that he was having with said child or said children, and you know, the allegations. So I don't really know. God damn it, Cactus.
Damn.
Here he comes. Here comes Cactus.
So was he sending the kid pictures? Is that proven?
He was asking him, you know, what does he weigh, and progress pictures of his training, and supposedly they had late night conversations about going on dates and all of this other wild shit. But
Yeah.
Velveteen Dream says he never did. The kid saying that they did. Triple H and WWE did do a full-blown investigation, and and
well,
yeah, you know, who knows how accurate that could have been. But Sean and Hunter suggested that it was better off for him to depart ways with WWE, even though they found nothing. It was nothing of what was being said was found on Velveteen Dream's phone, call logs, social media accounts, laptops, desktops, nothing. So I don't know. I don't know. It's weird because, you know, if you watch the video of Velveteen Dream and Chris Van Vliet,
Yeah.
He really goes in, and Chris asks all the serious questions that that's how I wake up in the morning. I start screaming out Ron Simmons.
Jeez.
Ron Simmons! Ron Simmons! But yeah, no, I don't know. I think if I was accused of something like that, even if I was innocent, I wouldn't go back into the business. I would just stay away. He was also found. He was arrested for cocaine and drinking and driving in Florida. He was in some really deep drug situations for a long time. Then he started talking about how EC3 is a big cokehead, and that at a party he went back to EC3's house in Miami, and EC3 grabbed a picture, and on the picture it had all the lines of coke, and all the girls and the guys were all doing it. And EC3 says that's not true. None of that happened. Like, I've been negative for drugs every time I've taken a drug test. So yeah, I don't know. I think
He was in the WWE for a while.
yeah. Now he's a NWA.
Yeah.
He's a champion right now in NWA, double champ.
Big buff guy. Used to see him in WWE and catering a lot.
Yes.
I never did anything with him.
No, they didn't. And he's
He
talented.
was in the 24/7 chase for a little while.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like I said, if I was him, I would have just stayed out of the wrestling business. After all of that, I would do something else. You know.
I don't know.
No thanks.
I didn't know all the details of Velveteen Dream's deal. That doesn't sound very damning, but I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, one side says he did all these things. Velveteen Dream has evidence to prove that he never did any of these things. I mean, he came in with stacks of paper, and he had Chris read the stacks of paper out loud to ask questions, to discuss it, and everything. I recommend everybody watching the Chris Van Vliet episode with Velveteen Dream, because it is interesting to hear his side of the story of what happened, because I didn't even know any of this until it recently came out that he was doing the interview. I didn't know who the hell he was. I knew nothing about him. And that was really it. So
yeah, I've never Velveteen Dream. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen him wrestle. I remember people were really high on him when he was in NXT.
Yeah, supposedly he was talented. He was he had a lot of potential, and I don't know nothing about him. So
yeah,
I read about all the allegations, and then we heard from him. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know. From what you've told me, that doesn't sound very. Doesn't sound like anything to me.
Yeah, I mean, if it's true, then yeah. I mean, then the kid's lying and it's just costing him 3 years of his life or years of his life in professional wrestling for no reason.
Yeah.
But if those things are true, and of course he's just covering up for it, then, the guy belongs underneath the jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old was the kid?
16?
Well, that's your philosophy, but it's not the way the referee.
Yeah, 16, 15, something like that. He wasn't like 12 or anything crazy. He was like,
Both these guys, tremendous athletes. Ron Simmons is certainly here, and he
Look at Cactus.
Tony in there on the outside.
Look at Cactus.
Referee exercising his count.
Look, Cactus.
On the apron.
Get him.
That was a cheap shot on Ron Simmons.
Hey, it should be a tag match anyway.
Hughes. Big foot, probably a size 14 or 15, right on Simmons' head.
If I were Mr. Hughes and Cactus, I'd make a tag.
Well, it wouldn't be allowed.
Why?
Because the referees, and I told you
Then
twice.
I would protest it.
Shut up, Ventura. God.
About 4 inches.
Good, it did.
If I could get his name erased in wrestling history, I would.
No, I like him. Man.
Absolutely.
I like him.
Absolutely.
He's entertaining.
Annoying,
I think he makes the matches more entertaining.
talentless hack.
No,
Absolute waste.
he's a good heel announcer.
Yeah, I like him as an announcer.
They determined it would be Mr. Hughes and not Cactus Jack.
I'm not a referee. Yes, I don't know.
I'm just thinking out loud, Jim Ross, that's all.
Maybe they decided themselves who would wrestle Simmons.
Isn't he a big pothead?
That I don't know.
Big man's off the guard, hard to handle. Oh!
I thought I saw him at like a C-SPAN thing talking about how weed has helped him and his wife with seizures and stuff.
That would be cool. Good for him.
No, I think that's great. Yeah, like I'm happy it's working for him, but wrestling wise, get him out of here. I just
Get out of
get
it
him
like
out.
he dies.
I'm gonna make a petition on change.org. Change the history books and erase Jesse Ventura.
No, he's the one. He hated Hulk Hogan. You know.
Did you see that?
Ron Simmons.
Oh!
Oh shit.
That didn't look good.
No.
Why did he hit Hulk Hogan?
I think it was just a personality thing. He really hated Hulk Hogan because he was so close to Vince McMahon. Hogan was, and he thought Hogan was a snitch. Like he thought Hogan would always tell McMahon what the other guys were doing, and Ventura wanted the wrestlers to unionize. And there was one time when Ventura was trying to get them to unionize, and Hogan went and told McMahon what Ventura was doing.
That's dumb.
Right.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
idea. Like Jesse definitely had a good idea for that one. But
so predictable in that you don't know what he's going to do, but he's predictable in that you know he is always out to hurt someone. He's dangerous, and I'll tell you what, Tony Schiavone, he is at his lethal best when he's outside the wrestling ring. That ramp is nearly 5 feet off the ground. There's no mats, no nothing. He came off that ramp, right out onto the concrete on top of Junkyard Dog. That's a frightening situation. Good point. Whenever you go outside.
wait, that guy that got hurt before was Junkyard Dog?
Mhm.
Our next matchup will be the
That was my dad's favorite wrestler.
Oh, yeah?
One of
That's
them. Yeah.
Huh.
He has been in single
Yeah.
competition, one of our
He goes, it's crazy. The guy comes out with all these fucking chains wrapped around his throat like that, yelling at everybody.
Yeah.
Screaming.
just as devastating as Big Van Vader, the man that broke the ribs of the heavyweight champion of the world just a few weeks ago. Back we go to the ring. The following contest.
Yeah, he was from Charlotte, North Carolina. He died driving home from his daughter's high school graduation. I think.
That's really sad.
If
Yeah.
you could make a default character in WWE games,
Huh.
Todd Champion is definitely the default character.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't.
That's sad. He was driving home from his daughter's graduation.
Yeah.
And what,
I
he
think-
had a heart attack?
No, I think he fell asleep. I think he fell asleep maybe and ran into something. I think
Oh my God.
died. Yeah. I'm not sure about the heart attack, but it was either fell asleep or heart attack. One or the other. I think he fell asleep though.
There he is, Harley Race.
Earlier, I'm for the Super Invader in this one. I hope he kills Todd Champion.
All right. Well, I'll tell you this now. This looks like an absolute 0 out of 5 match. So I'm going to go make popcorn. I'm going to go make a snack for this match. For sure.
Yeah. What's Todd Champion? What?
An Olympian?
I have no idea. I don't
He
know.
has the Olympic rings on his tights.
I don't know.
Who's under the mask?
That I don't know either.
We do something about the beach blast. Whatever.
Get
We'll
him.
talk about that as time permits. It's going to be the Super Invader starting out quickly and violently.
The Super Invader?
The Super Invader.
That's not a good name.
No, it's not.
Big clothesline. What a powerful man he is. Obviously, tremendous upper body strength. And he coupled that with his quickness and martial arts ability. He's a tough man to handle. But I wonder what the significance of that glove is on his right hand.
I have no idea, but you know what amazes me is how Harley Race, the 7-time world champion, will travel to all ends of the earth to find his talent. I mean, imagine going to Bangkok.
I don't think I've ever seen a wrestler
Can't imagine spinning an
wrestle with just cloth over his head like that.
There's his strength there.
No.
And champion fighting back.
You think you can see okay?
Good right
No.
hand. Caught him on the jaw.
I don't think you can see okay.
To the neck. Racing, former 7 times heavyweight champion of the world, has got to be a tremendous teacher, an advisor, manager, whatever you want to call
Wait, does Gravity wrestle in a mask that covers his eyes?
associated with. We've seen
Or Axiom from NXT maybe?
I think they both do.
Yeah.
They both do.
Super Invader.
I've never seen like regular cloth covering.
Out there. This kid goes 300 pounds or better.
Get him.
right hand, found it smart. Now play choke though. Referee has a 5-count bans in WCW. For an athlete to break an illegal hold, if he reaches a 5-count, he'll be disqualified.
Super Invader impervious to Todd Champion's
saying,
blows.
It's terrible selling.
I think he's just.
He's impervious.
I
That's
guess
his
he's
gimmick?
impervious. I don't know.
I guess one philosophy is always
I don't know.
face expression. Didn't know when they were hurting.
Yeah, but to me, it'd be so restricting of your peripheral vision and those type of things that you need in that ring.
Well, especially for a good-looking guy like you.
Absolutely. I mean, it's obvious.
Very interesting glove he has on.
Mhm.
You know, you can tell by looking through that thing. He ain't exactly Gregory Peck underneath there.
Reverse chin lock. Big arm. Man, what a huge arm around the neck. He's got a grip, too, of Todd Champion. Now, as you
I wonder who
mentioned
is under there. I bet it's someone we know.
Some of the weight of the Super Invader, who weighs in about 290. There's the legend himself, Harley Race.
You know, Ross, I've known a few women, though, that should have worn masks at certain times. You get what I'm talking about?
So what's the situation about Beach Blast very quickly here? What do you know?
I can't tell you yet, Jim Ross. I'm going to be involved in something that's going to be very unique, I think.
Well, fans, this weekend on TV, we'll have the complete lineup for Beach Blast, which is exclusively on pay-per-view, Saturday, June 20th. So watch WCW this week, and you'll hear the entire lineup.
The fans, I think Dylan picked a good match to make himself a snack on.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view, Saturday, June 20th. And we'll talk more about it.
So if you're just joining us for watching WCW Wrestle War 1992, we are at 1 hour, 8 minutes, 18 seconds in.
Are you going to tell us?
No, not yet.
Clothesline, high impact move. This guy from Bangkok is
We're heading towards the main event of War Games, Sting Squadron versus the Dangerous Alliance. And right now, we're seeing the Super Invader have his way with Todd Champion.
You know for sure the 7-time champ Harley Race is not going to interfere. There's a man with integrity.
well, I hope you're right.
Are you questioning the 7-time world champion's integrity, Jim Ross?
Somewhat, but
You would.
oh, slam here on the outside. And the Super Invader now back in the ring. Referee Mike Atkins admonishing him, giving Champion a little bit of opportunity to get back up to his
Okay, who do you like in this match?
to return to the ring.
And Harley Race yelling at the referee, telling him,
The ref.
The ref.
For the ref.
For the ref.
And he slams you like he was a second.
Yeah,
Who are
match-
you for in this match?
I'm for the Super Invader, definitely.
Haven't seen him do this before.
I was saying, I think you picked a good match to make popcorn during.
Good balance. Oh, he got
And hear a word you said.
Oh, I said you picked a good match to make popcorn during.
Oh yeah, I mean, whew. 5 stars right here. Guy's in a fucking ski mask with no holes cut out, so he can't even
Yeah.
see what's going on.
Factory defect ski mask.
This is the basic trainings of wrestling games.
Well, he made a rookie maneuver right there. He kept going back to the well one time too often.
Oh, all right. Is that it?
That's it.
Todd Champion got destroyed. He didn't do a fucking thing, did he?
No, and when he did do something, it didn't matter.
Yeah, he didn't do a fucking thing.
We have 2 weeks left until Revolution.
And we really do, yes. Yes. You're correct.
Yeah, I'm just bringing a duffel bag because I'm gonna be wearing one outfit when I see you. I'm wearing one outfit when I go down. I'm very sad. I'm gonna miss Bailey.
I know. I know how it feels. We'll have fun. It'll be fun.
Well, my mom won't let her stay in her room for the 3 nights. You know,
Oh.
to sleep there.
Where's she gonna sleep?
In my room by herself.
Oh,
Yeah, so I feel fucking horrible. I'm like, wow.
little Bailey.
Yeah, like my poor baby's gonna sleep alone. You know, like if it was one night, it's whatever, it's no big deal. But 3 nights.
Yeah, that's tough. That is tough.
Oh. And then I don't come home till like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So all day. From now on, I only do 1-day vacations. And Bailey has to come from now on.
I'm sure she'll miss you. Yeah, it's hard for me. I can't. It's hard for me to leave Ripley. Yeah, and the cats. It's hard.
Dude, the cats that don't mind leaving home alone, it's like they can figure out things to do, and they don't really like seem like they need people to like hang out with. But for dogs is different.
The dogs definitely do. Yeah.
Oh, we found out what was making Bailey so sick.
What?
The snow. Dum Dum out here has been eating snow like it was going out of style, and all of that and eating her food wasn't mixing well. Yeah.
That's good. Well, at least you figured it out.
Yeah.
Did you get a bunch of snow this weekend?
Yeah, we did. We got snow Friday into Saturday. We got about 2 inches, and then we got one snowstorm where we got 4 inches, 5 inches, something like that.
I have a friend that lives in Jersey, and they were supposed to get like 4 to 6 inches, and they got 14.
No, thank God. I'll tell you now, it was a lot more drivable yesterday than it was the first snowstorm. First snowstorm was bad. Red Bull actually took off, even though they let me go or whatever the day before. But they had snow, and Rob called me at like 8 o'clock in the morning. He goes, "We're home today." I go, "I'm home for the next God knows how long." So it was like, "No, like we're home because of the snow." And I'm like, "Oh, that's interesting." I didn't think you guys would get off. So.
So here we have Big Josh, the Lumberjack, versus Richard Morton, one half of the Rock and Roll Express, who at this point was trying a singles career.
So, Tony Khan was at Wrestling Revolver the other night during Ospreay's match.
Mm-hmm.
And Ospreay said that everybody needs to pay to watch Revolution because I'll be fighting Takeshita. And he said it's going to be a great new year and a great new start for him and AEW.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. That's going to be the match of the show, I'm sure. I don't see them booking anything that's going to beat that either. The world title match could compete with it, possibly. Could compete with it.
That one, Ospreay, Takeshita. I hope we get Garcia and Christian. I really do. And then Eddie and Danielson.
Oh, Eddie and Danielson should be good. Should be good. Yeah, I've never seen Danielson before live. Never seen him. Or
very good.
Or Hangman or Swerve.
Very good. This will be my 4th time seeing Swerve Strickland live.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I saw him at House of Glory. I saw him at the UBS Arena. I saw him at Full Gear, and I saw him at World's End. Oh, this will be my 5th time. Holy shit! I will be seeing Swerve 5 fucking times now wrestle.
Nice.
Yo, where's my interview, bro? Like, come on. Like, I'm not a fan. I don't know who is. You know.
There we go.
I just hope you were all ready for me next weekend. That's what you all have to worry about.
I think we are.
Nobody's ready for Big Dill.
No.
My friend Katrina texted me the other day, and she goes, 2 weeks, and then you're at the house. I said, yeah. I said, are you ready? And she goes, we called for extra insurance on the house just in case you get a little too wild. I said, perfect. Perfect.
In case anyone at home is wondering, Ricky Morton has the same haircut now as he does in 1992.
Yeah, we just ran into Ricky Morton last month at an indie show. Yeah, same haircut.
It's a perm.
It's not a perm, it's a mullet.
It's a permanent mullet. You never heard of a perm mullet?
No.
Perms are curly.
That's a permanent mullet. It's 1 and 1.
I got you.
He'll never be the same.
We have to watch House of Glory on Saturday.
We will. Yeah, we will.
That is the main
Early
priority.
dinner at Olive Garden, followed by House of Glory.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Because Penta, Mike Santana, Alex Shelley, Mustafa Ali. Main event is a must. A must watch.
So wait, who's the main event?
Penta and Mike Santana.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because he's the champion.
And
Yeah.
yeah, Santana's the world heavyweight.
They can't call that the world heavyweight title. They gotta, come on.
House of Glory's World Heavyweight Championship.
They can't call that the world.
And then the War Games. Sting Squadron against the Dangerous Alliance. Remember, submission or surrender.
What's AEW's style? Isn't that the world heavyweight?
War Games matchup.
Yeah, but House of Glory is an indie. It's like a New York. It's like a tri-state
It's
promotion.
a huge indie company. They're going to be at WrestleMania weekend. This is the first time ever they're going to WrestleMania weekend.
I mean, that's cool. I'm glad for them, but I'm just saying.
And they're going to be in Boston.
It's not a world title.
It's a world title, baby. Listen,
Tremendous power by Big Josh on that move.
Did PC
everybody, when they came off the boat,
Intergalactic title.
They both refused comments.
ain't no intergalactic title.
No, she asked. My backyard wrestling was called PCW, and we were on TV back in the day, cable access. She asked, "Did we have a world title?" And I said, "We had an intergalactic title." Because we were discussing back then. I was like, "Should we call it the world title? Should we call it the Piedmont title?" It's like, no, we're going beyond all that. Intergalactic championship.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How hard was it to get on public access TV?
All we had to do was have someone over the age of 18 be our producer. So luckily we had one friend, or no, we had a couple friends, but we had one of our friends who was over 18 who would be the quote unquote producer of the show.
Because I'm trying to get Last Week in Wrestling podcast on Long Island television.
Yeah, that was very easy. It was very easy. No, I mean, you got to have open spots, and then have someone that's 18 and you sign, and that's it.
I'm 29.
And you got to provide them with shows. You got to provide them with tapes. You know.
We tape our show every
Yeah.
week.
I'm just saying, like, they might kick you off if you miss a week or something.
between the booking shows, predictions, and the regular podcasts.
Yeah,
More
that'd
than
be
enough.
awesome. That'd be
Because
awesome.
the watch-alongs we're not going to post on there. I'll explain like the watch-alongs and stuff. I want people to come to the channel
Yeah.
only because it's a little harder to do. I mean, unless there's a way that we could actually have the watch-along become even more crazier, where we could actually show the show while all the camera people, while we're all there sitting on the TV, which would be really cool. You know what I mean?
Say what? Show
Like
the
view
show.
the actual. So you know how like we can't show the actual shows
Yeah.
while we're doing the watch-alongs.
Yeah.
So if there's a way with licensing to have the actual show be displayed while we're all tuned in watching the actual show live at the same time, like camera to like side by side, then I would do the watch-alongs on public access television. But if I can't,
There's no way.
No way.
For,
Yeah.
Not for WWE or AEW,
No way.
because they have exclusive contracts with
right.
Fox and.
That's why like the watch-alongs
Mhm.
are only on YouTube, and then like the podcast and the predictions can be on public access television, and the interviews that I have with the wrestlers and stuff.
Mhm.
No, that's great. That's a great idea, dude. Do it.
It's national TV.
Do they pay you at all?
Do what?
Do they pay you at all?
No. No.
I didn't mean your title. Like, Brian, you're my best friend.
Who's the other guy?
Could you have gotten paid for it?
Say what?
Could you have gotten paid for it?
No. No. It's totally just community access. It's just like to benefit the community, to give the community a gateway to the airwaves. Like there's no money involved. No.
you the truth, Brian, a lot of people have been saying since you got the belt around your waist, you've been a little bit too generous with your help, Brian. I was fine on my own. You know something, Tom? We don't have to wait.
Yeah, Willie got it on his.
Do it right
Now, cable access in New York. Now, this was in North Carolina 20 years ago. Cable access in New York may work very differently. So I don't know.
He got spooked by his own fucking fireworks.
Right,
See, man.
I'm a couple seconds.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a call tomorrow. I'm gonna see.
That's cool. Yeah, man. Do it.
That'd be a really, really big thing. Greatest podcast on Long Island. Now television knows about it. That's all I gotta say.
Do you know your cable access? How far does it cover? Does it
PBS.
What?
It's a PBS station in New York.
Oh, it's a PBS station? No.
Yeah, it's a W.
No. That's a different thing.
I'm sorry, WLIW.
Public access is different than public broadcasting.
Mine is. Hold on. I just looked it up last night at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Who do you think Jim Ross is going to cheat first? Come on, give me your prediction. Which one's going to get
WLIW 21. Long Island's PBS station.
Is public access? Okay.
Who do you think's going to cheat?
Yeah, it has shows like PBS NewsHour, Doc Martin.
That's not normally the same as public access.
Right.
Like our PBS station is channel 2. Public access is channel 14.
Yeah, ours is. Hold on, let me Google it.
Or it used to be when we had television with numbers.
Both guys on the same brainwave pattern right there. Each one thinking he can land the drop kick. Nobody does.
Drop toe by the champion.
Never mind. North Shore TVS Corporation.
Okay, that sounds more like it. Usually there's a lot of religious stuff on them.
Yeah, this has public, educational, government access.
Yeah. Educational.
Wrestling show's going to be on here. It sounds to be fitting. Yeah, they have a youth project and teen TV, veterans project, playwright project, women in technology, and then Dylan knows best.
Really?
No, that's not what I'm calling it.
Oh.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. I didn't like it either. Yeah. I could become a speaker at a TEDx.
Headlock now by Brian Bryan. Both
That's
these
all?
men was pointed out by our
I don't know
colleague.
what the fuck I'm going to talk about, but
They like to take chances. And a good counter move. Arm drag takeover. And back working on the hammerlock. And C-Man, as we said, has a few pounds advantage here. I think he's a strong.
Yeah. Like I said, just make sure it's the public access. And like I said, you'll know it's public access. It'll have a lot of religious shit on it.
What's in North Carolina?
That'll be anywhere. That'll be
We don't
anywhere.
have that.
You got religious people in New York.
I mean, yeah, but like, you know, they're not on television. They're sitting in the woods, you know, doing their burnings and cult gatherings or whatever.
No, you got the Jewish people up there and
Catholics, lots of Catholics.
Catholics. Yeah.
Catholics don't televise their broadcasts or their stuff normally because they want you in person to give them money.
You would think that.
You should try to see if you could go on your public access TV again.
It's a good thought.
I mean,
Well, we
good
couldn't do
free
it.
promotion.
We couldn't do it because of Kay.
Why?
I'm a teacher.
So it's perfect.
So first, and we talk about things, and
Yeah.
I don't want to get fired.
Yeah.
You would get fired for talking about wrestling in your own time.
Cursing on television, yeah.
So don't curse.
That's really
Edit
hard.
the shows.
What's the point of even doing it at that point? I do it for fun. I do it because I want to have fun, you know? I don't want to
I'm going to change the format.
If I made money, I would edit myself. I would stop cursing. But if I'm not making money, I'm not going to stop cursing.
Think about it as every new follower, right, is $1 worth saved. And you'll edit yourself. No? Okay.
It's wrestling, you gotta curse.
Yeah, I like
When
cursing.
you're feeling passionate about
like
something.
I like cursing.
I do too. Trust me, I'm like the king of it. But my next thing is like, do I have to go to the studio to record these episodes now?
No. You just usually got to give them. Nowadays, I don't know what we used to give them VHS tapes. I don't know what you give them now.
VHS tapes.
MP4s.
Probably an MP4. Yeah, I bet something like that. They used to have a studio that we could use, but you didn't have to use. But we obviously didn't. We couldn't use the studio because we were wrestling. You know, you couldn't use the studio for that.
I'd love to know the pitch behind that. Like, how did you pitch the idea of being on public access to public access?
It's public access. You don't have to pitch it. That's the great thing about public access. I forget if we did have to pitch it. If we did have to like explain why we should be on it now. I think we actually did. I think we actually did.
Because like, you know, like I could understand it. They're like, hey, I'm a priest. I'm going to teach everybody about the New Testament.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, bring your ass over here.
No, I'm sure we did. I'm sure we probably just said we wrestle and it's creative and it's funny and it's fun and wrestling is popular right now and people enjoy it. Something along those lines, but said better, hopefully. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna pitch it. I'm gonna make a phone call.
You know what he needs to do here? He needs to stay in close. Yeah, he got caught. I'll tell you what I'd have did right there. I'd have rolled him over and put something like a Boston Crab on him. Go for the submission right there. Instead of a high aerial move like he did, he got caught. Z-Man made some big mistake. Coming back to work on
That'd be great.
This match has been very good so far.
It has to be weird to have like a parent die when you're like young, but then have like hours and hours of footage of that parent alive doing things. You know, like when most people die, you don't have like hours upon hours of like them at their peak in their career.
Yeah.
Must be strange.
Yeah.
It's no wonder he went into wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of intensity. I think we should be surprised at how intense this one is. Remember, it is only light heavyweight
And it's no wonder he has such a sweet mullet.
Ryan is taking on all contenders.
Not as good as his dad's mullet.
But now, can you watch my public access network on your TV in North Carolina?
No.
No.
We might be able to with our service that we have. We get a bunch of channels, but like most North Carolina TVs, no.
Yeah, we have those like local.
Yeah, we get local New York channels and shit, but most people don't.
All right. Well, now that might happen.
That's cool.
Pretty cool. Hey guys, Last Week Wrestling Podcast is now on your local television network. Be wild.
It's been a,
Oh, do you there, Jesse? Do you believe it's a mutual break?
been a pretty good show.
It has been.
The Super Invader match was a whole bunch of nothing. And that Big Josh match, it was short at least. Who'd he fight?
Maxwell
What?
Bagwell.
No, Big Josh.
Didn't he wrestle
The
Bagwell?
lumberjack. No. Did he? No. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
Who wrestled Bagwell then?
Bagwell fought. Didn't he fight Johnny B. Bad?
No.
No, he didn't. Well, who the fuck did Bagwell fight? Bagwell lost to someone.
Big Josh.
No, he didn't lose to Big Josh. He lost to someone else, someone smaller. Bagwell lost to Scotty Flamingo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, then who wrestled Big Josh?
I don't know.
Both guys getting frustrated. One of them's gonna cheat. Come on. One of you two guys has got to cheat anytime.
Oh, Richard Morton.
Oh,
Richard Morton
yeah.
lost to Big Josh.
Setting him up on the top turnbuckle. Slap to the face, rather insulting, but not nearly as much as this. Gonna be a superplex. Z-Man trying to free himself, and he does, but then coming falls around his back again. His lower back. See that?
You could have him.
Mm. The huddled masses yearning to breathe
Would you like
free.
to know? Would you like to know something?
What?
I was asked to do a video call for a acting position on the Possible Strangers new season. I applied on Instagram for this thing called Backdoor or Backstage, something like that, and they were having open call castings for the new season of Stranger Things.
Mhm.
And I declined it because I didn't know if I really wanted it or not. It was that I got 2 text messages for 2 days back to back, and they gave me like 3 different time frames. I was going to do it. I should have did it, but I don't know. I felt weird. I felt like maybe it wasn't as true as the IG ad stated. So I was just like, you know what?
Yeah. To do what now? To be
Be a part of the new season of the Stranger Things,
like an
the
extra
Netflix TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't know if it was like a real call. So I was just like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna come on the TV and be like, hey, I'm Dylan. Yeah, I'll portray Matt. Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck? I don't know nothing. So
No, but to be an extra, I assume you'd be
no, like a character. No, like a main character on the season.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I thought it was a funny ad on Instagram.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, having open casting calls for a main character on the new season of Stranger Things on Netflix. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll put it in, knowing I'll never hear back from them. And 2 days later, I heard back from them, and they were like, we have a 10 a.m., an 11 a.m., and a 3 p.m. Let us know what day works. So I ignored the first one. I was like, it's not real. It's not real. Then they came back again to me the next day, the same times for the next day. And I was like, no, I'm okay. I appreciate it. He goes, all right, we'll just, we'll keep you on if there's anything else that opens up. I said, okay, cool. Yeah, look, hold on. I'll show you the text.
Yeah, it can't be real. No way. I'm going with no.
It says, good morning. We got your talent application. I want you to attend a virtual open call tomorrow, either at 11 a.m., 3 p.m., or 5 p.m. Eastern. Which one is good? That was Wednesday at 11:30 in the morning. And I didn't say anything. So they texted me back again later Wednesday and goes, hi, I reached out earlier, but haven't heard back. I want you to attend a virtual open call. Same times. Which one of those can work? And he texted me again the next day at 11 and said, Dylan, I still have time for your virtual open call for a talent position at either 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. Does one of these work for you? It takes 20 minutes. And then he texted me again on Thursday at 4:50 and goes, I texted you earlier, still haven't heard back. Wanted to know if you are still interested. Let me know what time works. I go, no, thanks. I appreciate the offer. He goes, okay, I'll remove your number. Have a great rest of your day. I don't know. I could have. Maybe I could have saw what it was about. You know,
Yeah, you should have maybe seen what it was about.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't think so? No, I don't think so either.
I mean, you know, it's
I don't think so
possible
either.
that it was probably like a
Yeah.
it was probably like a backdoor movie or some shit. But I had another offer for the comic book movie thing that was based out of New Orleans. But I never took it. I never did it.
Oh yeah, what was that?
It's called Dark Adam, and it's like a sci-fi superhero movie, and I would have been either one of the main characters or one of the side characters that had like a 20-minute spot. But I never took it.
Is that something you're wanting to do, acting?
Yeah, I mean, I always wanted to see if I would be interesting. My thing is I would like to see if other people would see me on TV and go, "Wow, I can't believe he's acting." And be like, "Oh, wow, he's actually really good." I don't really care. Like for me, it's cool. It's a cool opportunity. You're like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm an actor. I played in such and such movies, and I also have this podcast that does all this stuff." You know, but to me, at the end of the day, it's like, if it happens, it happens. It'd be great, but I don't know. I might apply for another one next time around and see, and maybe take it and see, because it'd be interesting. I mean, hey, I tell you that I'm a part of a fucking Netflix TV show or some shit would be really funny. I would be dying laughing, explaining it to everybody. Be like, yeah,
Be
so,
hard to remember lines. I think. That's just
nah,
me.
I can remember that.
That's just me.
I can remember that. It's just, you know, like I tell them, listen, I'm broke. I'm very poor. You'll have to fly me and feed me and keep me up in a place. And my dog has to come with me. And that's about it. So, yeah, Bailey, it's you.
That Pillman and Zink match was really good.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
It
match.
was.
What did you think? Yeah, it was good. It was a very good match. Pillman kept the light heavyweight title. And now we have Fujinami and Iizuka versus the Steiner brothers. I'm not sure if this is for the world titles or not. I think this is for the #1 contendership to the IWGP Tag Team titles in New Japan. I don't think the world titles are on the line here.
Did they actually attend the University of Michigan?
I believe so, yeah. I
What
believe
did
so.
they major in?
No idea.
The young Takayuki Iizuka in the very hot pink tights. And it will be the Steiner brothers. Scott Steiner
One of them majored
coming out
in
against the
douchery.
best. Tatsumi the Dragon Fujinami. Fujinami has held so many championships, too many to name. But this is a very key matchup. With international ramifications. Both men jockeying for a position here.
It's for more than that, Jim Ross. If you look at it as a true blue American, where are the Steiners from? Michigan.
Bay City.
That's right. Now, what's located in Michigan?
See, like I'm on backstage, right? The acting thing. And there's a Batman the TV show fan series that's going to be done in Virginia, North Fork, Virginia, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, and Port South.
Back heel trip.
But
Fujinami very
interesting.
smartly goes to the ropes. Well,
So they need Deadshot. Ooh, man, dude, imagine
Batman, the TV show
Batman.
fan series.
Batman. Age 18 to 25, they're looking for Anarchy. Same for Deadshot. Oh, they're looking for an African American for Deadshot. That's okay. I could take that.
There's a youngest member of the Japanese.
Ooh, I could be Anarchy? Okay, good. I'll take that. Clark Kent? Ooh. Harvey Dent, Killer Croc, Lois Lane. Bizarro. Must be muscular. Nope. I am fat.
I could do Clark Kent.
Yeah. Muscular or toned, 6 feet tall. I'm not gonna be a black mask stand-in. I'll be Anarchy. I'll apply for
Anarchy. I don't know that
that one.
character.
Oh, so he's like a side villain. It's not really like a main villain of Batman's like villain category. He just raised a lot of hell, and he did a lot of like creepy shit. So like he took a human body, and he put like a key. Like if you play the Arkham games, he put a key in the body of somebody that you had to use your Batman like night vision shit to like figure out where it was or whatnot. He'd like dissect shit and whatnot. So I would love to be like that creepy Anarchy guy.
See.
Yeah.
He must be newer.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be a good one here. Yeah, this has been a very good show, apart from just a couple of the matches.
Boston Crab turns him over, and he's got it. He needs to sit back with the powers over the years. He sit back with the we can see Scott Steiner sit back. Steiner pushing up with the push-up. He's trying to reverse it with Azuka. Too much leverage, too much power. Referee taking it to ask him. He's had enough. Right, look at his push-up there. Takes him, turns him over. Getting predicament here. Got all power.
Nice elbow.
Steiner. Going for it again. No, he's not. He's got him up on his shoulder. Where's he going to take him? He takes him a bit further. And moves the tire. And no place.
Man.
Big brother Rick Steiner now with the cover. This could be new one. I thought he had it. Reverse chin lock. Rick Steiner now holding on. A lot of power. Look at the size of that arm. And Fujinami makes a tag. Fujinami, by far the most experienced man in this match. Side headlock takeover. Fujinami won the break. Most respected man in sports in this country. Opening man present great amateur battle. Here. Steiner goes behind him. And he's
Oh shit!
Is that Bailey?
Yeah,
back into the reverse chin.
Is that Bailey?
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she's upset that I'm not near her.
Oh,
Aww.
Try to set him to the
Yeah,
side.
enough.
Tags in Scott.
Steiners were stiff, man.
Boy, that had to hurt. Got him right in the face.
And I'll tell you what, Izuka outside the ring is bleeding, Jim Ross. From that
But the Japanese are known for working pretty stiffly, also. So.
from the nose and lips and possibly of the eye.
Well, you like high impact wrestling, you only see it in one place, and that's in WCW. What he knows is that it could be worse than that before this match is all said and done. Zuka's trying to keep his eyes focused as I look over there. And now Rick Steiner's back in. And Fujinami counts with a fist and a foot to the midsection. And now Fujinami opens up with a little advantage here on Rick Steiner. Fujinami the master of suplex. And
Hey, Bailey's here.
that's great strength. He makes a tag
Oh, Bailey.
to his young partner.
I see girl.
Oh, oh!
She's so cute.
Bailey. Bailey.
It's like a demolition derby here.
She's so sweet.
These four may never be the same. When
Just a
this
pain in the ass.
You can see Izuka
She's got one of those faces that just needs kisses, you know?
Yeah. Well, she'd be downstairs, but unfortunately, one of our cats is on its way out today. So
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
it's okay. She's been around for 19 years.
Man.
So yeah, long life. Seriously. So, but you know, my mom's there. She's not moving now. Really, she's getting very cold. So
No.
my mom's like, okay, relax. Like, yeah.
turn the ankle against the grain, Jess.
Gotta get a blanket for the kitty.
Oh yeah, she's wrapped up like a fucking burrito
All right.
down there. So, but yeah, I mean, she's been very, very, very skinny and all bones and sad. I'm just like, put her down. Like,
Put her down, yeah.
I don't want to fucking be like that. I'd be looking at you like, kill me. Like, please,
Yeah.
take me out.
Keeping it stronger.
Is there anything wrong with her, or is she just old?
No, she's
Wrestling strategy.
19. Just old, you know? Yeah, she never got sick. She never was injured. She never had any viruses. 19 years. She was the best, healthiest cat in the world. No problem. But, Bailey's a lot. And she's like all over the place when she's downstairs. She can't just like sit. So she's like, you're stuck with her for the next couple of days until she's vacated. I was like, okay. Yeah, I might apply for that anarchy position.
And
the
then
Batman series.
And then work on a fan series in Virginia.
Why not?
Get real.
How far is Virginia to you?
Well, it depends what part of Virginia.
North Fork, Mounts.
I don't know. I don't know where North Fork is.
Oh, I thought he was saying North. He's saying North Fork.
North Fork. Yeah.
North. NORLF.
Oh, Norfolk.
Yeah, Norfolk.
NORFOLK.
Yeah, Norfolk.
What?
No, Norfolk. Yeah, Norfolk. Yeah, that one. What fork are you going in? Norfolk.
I thought you were saying North Fork.
Well, that's what it's spelled like, North and then Fork. But there's an L, so you gotta add the L. So Norfolk is what I got out of that. So I kind of condensed the words together. L silent still, but listen, it's only a week until I'm there. You know what I mean?
It's 2 weeks. To get close. They got a week closer.
Tomorrow's Monday, counting down, and then you got till Friday. A week, really,
I'll be right back.
Norfolk. I don't know how far that is. Norfolk.
I'm gonna Google it right now.
I want my order has substitutions.
Right. Right.
These two athletes in Tokyo. We've said this before. And that could have ended. Azuki is hurt. He's bleeding. The eyes swell. Chubby's taking terrific punishment from the Steiner brothers, especially from Rick Steiner. The Steiners.
It's an hour by flight. 4 hours drive. Yeah, Nerfer. Only a 4 hour drive. No big deal. I could Erkin Erber, over or something.
This kid has taken a battering and hammering, and he has not quit. He's continued to try to turn. He's continued to try to
Barely enough.
make the tag.
You're not going to Nerf either.
Elbow in right on the back of the neck right there. A lot of pressure being applied in this tag match. This has been one brutal tag team match. Not for the faint of heart, Jim Ross. All right. Got him tied up and Azuki in the corner, and he's near his corner. Scott Steiner, when they have a clean break, he keeps a ride on. Did not break the hold, but Azuki still makes the tag. Scotty not aware that there's a tag. And Fujinami comes in. The forward nails a dog face. And Big Brother. Azuki with a cheap shot. He's not the legal man. The referee's got to get Rick Steiner out, and he's got to get Azuki out. Well, it was Rick Steiner that came in first on that one. Fujinami, legal man in the ring, and he's going for an abdominal split.
I think the match the crowd most got into was probably the Pillman and Zink match too, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's next after this?
The main event.
New Japan. New Japan. I just want to go against the crowd. Every time I look at Bailey, I just laugh. Every time.
Why is that? The shape of her little head?
Yeah, it's so funny. He's just a funny dog.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Rick Steiner got caught by their Fujinami getting him back in the corner, tagging Hazuki. Look at those quick kicks.
Oh.
Oh, kicking him in the skull. What are you, a douche?
Would not be denied. Uh-oh. Suplex time. Lateral press. 1, 2, 3.
I like you, JR.
He rung his bell with that one, Jim Ross.
Well, fans, do you like intensity? You've got to love this one. What a night we've had, and we've still got more games to come.
Got it.
Steiners normally put their opponents away in this time frame, so it could be a conditioning challenge for them. Scotty up and over.
No.
She didn't tag him.
Mm-mm.
A bunch of cheaters.
Yeah. You're not a Steiner Brothers fan?
No.
Well, Scott.
He's okay.
Scotty.
Yeah.
It's
I forget
Scotty.
which though, so I don't know who I don't like.
Rick is the transphobe.
No, I remember which one is which.
Rick
Scotty's the one without the mustache. Rick is the one with the mustache.
is correct. Yeah.
Okay. So I
That
don't.
mustache holds a lot of hate.
The WCW World Tag
Right.
Team Champions of Steiners are in trouble here.
And the stupid headgear.
Yeah.
Good suplex.
That's the hating mustache.
And hold.
Mm.
Quick to go.
That's a good way to remember it. The mustache of hate.
The hate stash.
Mm-hmm.
Stash of hate.
Have their way through most
He
of the
stashes his hate in his mustache.
team is taking over as the longer the match goes. They
He doesn't though. If he just kept it in his mustache, that'd be fine. He spreads it out for everyone else to hear.
I haven't seen
Yep.
that in a long, long time.
What a move.
Hater just needs some haterade and get undehydrated.
Just compacted there. Izuka with a drop kick off the top, right into the chest of Scott Steiner. Rick Steiner in, but he cannot lose his composure. You got to be there for the tag.
I guarantee you, Scotty ate 2 buckets of fried chicken and 7 oranges before coming out to do this match.
Hmm.
What a move here.
Think so?
A really weird guarantee, Bill.
Hey, I heard. That's what I heard. He's a big fan of KFC. Big fan.
And oranges.
Yeah. See, you didn't watch the full episode of me and referee Clark. We had this whole segment about Scotty.
Did you watch that with me?
Mhm.
You watched that with me?
I don't remember them talking about.
Oh no,
chicken.
you didn't. Did you?
I don't think I watched that with you.
With a rep? No, I don't think you
I
did.
put out the whole segment of Scott Steiner on a video itself.
I thought I showed it to you.
Maybe I might just not remember. My memory is not very
Yeah.
good.
She has a terrible memory.
It's
And I
okay.
don't have my ADD medicine today, so it's like extra bad. Like my best match and worst match might be the same match because it might be the only match I can remember from the show.
Oh, even better.
No, that Hillman match was good. I'll remember that.
Mm-hmm. That match was very good.
Mhm.
That match was awesome.
And that guy with the Olympic tights was bad.
That match sucked.
I forgot the other guy's name though.
Super Invader,
Versus
big Todd Champion.
Yay! The Hate Brothers.
Suzuki and Rick Steiner, they are the legal two. The other two are illegal.
The stash of hate move.
Mm.
We went like this.
Oh, Steiner Brothers win it. So, like I said, I believe that was for the #1 contendership for the IWGP tag team titles in New Japan.
Wham Bam Suzuki. I'm Ron Zilla.
I'm not sure if the WCW announcers make any mention of that, but I do believe that's what the match was for.
I don't think they made any mention of that.
Yeah, I think that is what the match was for, though.
WCW World Tag Team Champions, and now the #1 contenders for the IWGP
Oh.
Tag Team Champions.
There they go.
Now, Jess, we mentioned that
They did say that when they were coming out.
Oh, they said it before. Okay, they did mention it.
Also, in the new edition of WCW Magazine that will be out this Tuesday. But now it's time.
You guys eat the kernels
Absolutely.
of the popcorn?
No, dude, what?
No, because we're not freaks. What the fuck are you talking about?
What happens in the war games?
Strengthens your teeth.
Intervals or whatever they are.
Yikes.
No, that's how you crack your teeth, dude.
Yeah.
But the match don't really start.
Listen, I have George Washington teeth. All right, they're all made of
They're
fucking
made of
wood.
wood?
All made of wood.
No disqualification. The match beyond begins when all 10 men
And my own fucking nutcracker in my mouth.
submission
Hmm.
or surrender.
Pause.
Phenomenal athletes
Play.
will submit or surrender. And I'm sure that Tony Schiavone and Eric Bischoff have more comments on this situation. Let's go up to our colleagues.
War Games time.
Okay, Jim and Jesse, thank you very much. You know, during the course of the evening, I know Missy Hyatt has been attempting to talk to WCW World Heavyweight Champion Sting with no avail. Sting, of course, the broken ribs, his first time back. We've talked about how that will affect War Games, the match beyond. But as we take a look at the Dangerous Alliance on one side,
Ravishing Rick Rude.
the other, how do you measure it up? Who do you think's going to come out the winner in War Games, the match beyond, Eric? It's too close to call, and I'll tell you what's really interesting about the situation. Take a look at Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Ravishing Rick Rude, the war that's been escalating between these two. But there's still a
They're gonna
question.
get. Don't get.
Key to call up. I know it's been said on national television, but what's going to happen to these 10 athletes when they find themselves
I really want
inside
to touch his hair.
that cage?
Bischoff's?
Where
Yeah.
No, you don't.
their will
Yeah.
to win as a team. What if
It
that's
looks like a
overcome by
pelt.
their
Who looks like a parrot?
individuals? Well, you know, Jesse the Bobby Ventura made it.
Bishop's hair looks like a pelt.
When he said on one side,
Like a dog.
Sting Squadron
Pelt,
made it
like an
Like
animal,
fur.
like an animal's skin.
one unit, and he thinks the Dangerous Alliance will
Wow.
win. There's been a fair amount of controversy.
I never thought of it that way.
How tight are they right now? You know, we've seen some controversy there in the last couple. And I know you're talking about the.
But it looks so like
As
silky
well,
and
but, you know, you
luxurious.
take a look at this. We've called it so many times in World Championship.
Take a
Yeah.
bath in his hair.
Eric Bischoff?
No, his hair is just very confusing to me. Because it doesn't look like it belongs on that head.
Yeah. It looks like he's taking a bath up there.
Yeah, even now his hair doesn't look like it goes on his head.
And of course the Cruncher Larry Zbyszko, and you saw right at the top.
I heard he's a big fan of wigs.
Now almost a year ago.
Is he really?
So it all comes
No, I'm just making up that rumor.
Wow. Well, I support it. I will spread it.
And that will be the way team can win. And you know, if you go back now to the very first one, back in 1987. Back in 1987.
Let's get ready to rumble.
What's that sound?
It's a siren getting ready for War Games.
He may be the key to this one as we go to Gary Capetta in the 5 most exciting.
Ooh, what you gotta do?
So if you're with us, if you're just joining us, we are at 2 hours 8 minutes. 2 hours 9 minutes and 3 seconds in Wrestle War 1992.
Oh, well, there goes the power.
What happened?
All the explosions.
Oh, we're a couple seconds behind you, I think.
There's a man coming, Jess.
I'm ducking down, Jim
put up my 3 Hall of Famers that should be inducted this year. Paul Heyman, Umaga, and Bray Wyatt. I also think Batista should be in there too this year, but Paul Heyman simply because it's in fucking Philly.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't put him in it this year and it's not in Philly next year, then you missed out on a great opportunity.
Yeah, totally.
Like, my goodness. Umaga, I think Rikishi and Solo should be the ones to induct him. I think that'd be really, really cool. And then Bray Wyatt, Bo
Bray
Dallas, Bo Dallas, Mike Rotunda come on and induct Bray. Would be really cool to see that. What? There's 2-on-1?
Why would you get rid of the name War Games and go with Wrestle War?
What do you mean?
War Games sounds so much cooler.
Is it? They didn't get rid of the name.
The name of the pay-per-view is not War Games. It's Wrestle.
No, it's
The match is War Games.
Yeah, I know. Why would you not call the pay-per-view War Games?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, they should have called the pay-per-view War Games.
Stop, Bailey. Enough.
I don't know.
they're
Maybe
on
they
fucking
didn't.
rules.
Maybe they didn't want people. I don't know. Maybe they wanted it to be clear that people weren't buying just one match. People are very dumb. You know.
Yeah. She's so twitchy.
Well, fans, there are the rules. You can see so many key elements. Who starts the first 5-minute period, the results of that. The winning team of the coin toss that will have the advantage. That's so ultimately important. The injury situation, and the 1-on-1, the 2-on-1, the 2-on-2, and so forth.
So you both picked the Dangerous Alliance to win, correct?
No, he
Yes.
changed his mind.
Huh?
No, Sting.
You picked Sting. You're sticking with the Dangerous Alliance?
Yeah, I'm going with Rick Rude.
Okay.
Who's right? Who's right? Is one of us right?
Well, one of you is right, obviously. Someone wins the match.
Well, I mean, we both could be wrong.
No, War Games, there must be a winner.
Is that Medusa?
That is Medusa.
She looks scary.
What are you
They
waiting
didn't-
for? Any other invite?
It's a pretty good team there.
I have had the privilege of seeing every War Games here on pay-per-view. And I can tell you, after being in the sport for 20 years, there is nothing more violent, more volatile, and more dangerous, fans.
Sting! 2 weeks until we see Sting! Really, it's only 1 week. No. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
What's wrong with Ricky's nose?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I assume somebody broke it or something.
Off of that. Off of that.
We saw Ricky working in War Games.
That's true. That wasn't War
Holy-
Games. They're called Beyond. What are they called? Acts of War Games. You know, there's a show next weekend.
Ricky Morton and the other Rock and Roll Express guy are going to be there.
There we go. I should have watched
What show?
weeks ago. AML.
Oh, who's going to be there?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I know Ricky Morton, the Rock and Roll Express are going to be there. Otherwise, I don't know who was going to be there.
I forget.
They usually have at least one big. Last time the big person was, they had Kurt Angle and Arn Anderson, and Ricky Morton was there, and Violent J from the Insane Clown Posse. That was a big show last time. We got Barry Windham and Stunning Steve Austin in there.
Look at that, Barry!
Remember, this is a 5-minute period. You will see no pinfalls in this entire bout. Wyndham raking the eye. Referees are not even inside the cage.
Can you hear Bailey breathing in the microphone? No. I'm trying to talk to y'all.
So if you just joined us, we're in the main event. Oh, this Paulie dangerously going over strategy. I love it. If you just joined us, we're in the main event, and we're at 2 hours, 16 minutes, and 57 seconds.
Okay.
My phone is not going to make it. There's 7% left.
I'll tell you what. If this goes to Squadron, Stunning Steve could be in trouble. He could be hurt early. And as we said, you don't really get going till the match beyond when you get all 10 men in there. Give them time to rub his face into the
Will someone bleed, do you think, in War Games?
Yes.
Yes.
I think we're going to see some blood.
Get off the microphone. I'm not going to tell you again. I'll touch the microphone.
She's awake now.
It's who can injure who in this situation.
Again, pinfalls mean nothing. Uh-oh, Stunning Steve got hung out to dry right there. Head first right into that canvas.
Wyndham now. Trying to continue to inflict the pain.
Oh! Austin!
And this time, he went right to the steel face first. Wyndham, again, takes Austin. Oh!
Jesse Ventura, shut up.
Gosh! If you can hear the sickening sound of that flash beat the steel.
Steamboat spitting on it.
I didn't
I
see
can't believe that that Ricky Steamboat would spit.
Yeah, there's blood.
You only see what you want to see, Ross.
Oh, dip.
And Austin's bleeding.
The young Stunning Steve. That's what you got to do. Take one for the team.
Stunning Steve in major trouble.
Bloody Steve Austin.
1 minute remaining in the first period.
There we go.
And then we'll have the coin toss. Austin badly lacerated
There we go.
After his face ran into the steel. Oh, Wyndham's hand, Wyndham's right hand is covered in blood. The tape fist. The illegal tape fist.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, intensity here. Less than 30 seconds to go. Don't call it intensity. I call it cheat.
Light his fucking forehead off.
Okay, you leaving us? No.
On the other side of the ring from us.
The Ravishing Rick Rude.
Yeah.
The crowd is definitely behind Barry Windham. Crowd is into this match, that's for sure.
Yeah, they've been like asleep most of the night.
They really have, yeah. Let me see if I can get this not right in my face. Okay.
Okay, so beautiful. Oh my God.
Rude and Austin continuing the hammer away.
Who's coming in next?
Inside 10 seconds.
Dustin.
You say Dustin?
Who's gonna come in?
Looks
Oh.
like Ricky.
Okay.
Let's do this, Steamboat. That's an explosion. Steamboat going right for Rude. They were Austin. Oh. And the Dragon Ricky Steamboat.
What the hell happened to Ricky Steamboat?
Mm-hmm. You mean his nose? Yeah. Ricky Steamboat going wild, yo. I don't know what the fuck Austin was trying.
Looks like he would play a lot of golf. Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So,
Or like enjoy boating.
yeah, I can see that.
It looks like it's going to be the enforcer, Arn Anderson, a man that was pointed out by Eric and Tony earlier. He could be the deciding factor in this match.
Like Rude looks like he enjoys eating oysters and doing lines of coke off of women's tits.
You gotta speak up for the
This
viewers.
is just for you.
What are we saying?
That was not meant for the viewers.
Spine buster. Here we go. Bam.
He's going to hurt Steamboat here. That's what they're trying to do. With this double clamp. Double busted clamp. I've never seen that before. They're trying to break Steamboat's back. I'll bet you the Dragon's screaming for every single girlfriend that he's got here in the Jacksonville run. He doesn't have any girlfriends. That could be 10 or 20 of them. Well, that's not true, and you know it.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute.
Anderson. Oh, what? It's intense. It is almost
Oh my God, Steve's face is like
this is
a mess.
So
Yeah, I love it.
It's a lot of blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Steve Austin looks like he's in a horror movie.
Bodies lying everywhere. They've got 30 seconds more with this advantage. Oh, Steve thrown over. Both ropes into the other ring. Move to the other after it. Anderson goes Wyndham between the ropes. And Steamboat and Roode clothesline each other. Here comes the match. Will Dustin Rhodes. Here comes the match. Hooking up with Arn Anderson. The young kid from Austin, Texas. Obviously reloading. Right to face of the county. Right to face again. The elbow. And now goes double A. Right hand. And Rhodes.
Whoa.
And you notice Dustin Rhodes is being very smart. He's taking on stunning Steve Austin, who is injured and injured badly. Look at Steamboat's got the Boston Crab on Rude. Trying to break his back. Red rod by Wyndham. Rhodes. Battering Austin. Great shot here. Do this.
Austin's having a rough night.
Austin's getting his ass handed to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a figure four leg lock that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's got ravishing Rick Rude hooked in. Coming up on 30 seconds in the period remaining. And we'll see, is it going to be beautiful Bobby or is it going to be the cruncher Larry Zbyszko? Red and Steamboat. Now Steamboat with the advantage here. Almost down to the. It looks like it's going to be Zbyszko. A man who has got a big cloud over his dangerous alliance career. Here comes the cruncher, Larry Zbyszko. The victor from Pittsburgh and Dustin Rhodes. And there's his attempt on a cruncher. Right hands, and right hands, and yes, and right. Street fight. And what's he doing? What's Medusa doing? He's climbing up the cage.
They had the cell phone in her teeth.
What does she got? Oh, she gave Arn the phone. Oh, Dustin Rhodes.
Oh dear.
That would hurt to climb chain link barefoot.
Medusa's tough. She's fine.
I figure if there's
Oh, I think she's gonna be there.
Oh, what?
Medusa.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Oh, I think that is
that
right.
is right. Yeah, I forgot.
Medusa's going to be at the show next week. That's right.
You could tell that you just watched her in that bathing suit competition and
Oh my God.
and climbing the top of a cage a week after for War Games 1992. We'll get a kick out of it.
Did Jesse Ventura really see your titties in 1992?
No comment.
The stinger is in.
Oh my God. That's
He's in.
crazy. He's a huge dude.
And doing push-ups with Rick Rude.
That's nuts.
Bam.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
Because he's like all muscle. You know?
Who, Rude?
Rude.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
There's
Steve-
blood splatter.
Oh,
on
there's
the
Arn
camera.
Anderson bleeding.
Oh,
Oh my Lord.
that's my least favorite.
Arn Anderson always willing to take one for the team too. Been a pretty good War Games match, I'll tell you that.
Mhm. Dustin looks like Hulk Hogan with all that blood on his head.
Hmm.
So it makes him look like he's bald on top. Who's that guy?
What
You
guy?
see, Paulie? War! You hear Paul Heyman screaming at him? War!
I hear it now. Damn, Dustin. God damn.
Ricky Steamboat's not bleeding.
No, he had to do that. He's too pretty.
Oh, it's very Wyndham, but I thought it's like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I figured that's what you meant.
So yellow tights and blonde hair.
Bailey looks at me with such disappointment when I'm not near her.
Do what? I can't hear you.
Bailey looks at me with such disappointment when I'm not near her. She's like just pissed off.
Is she gonna be okay without you?
No, I don't think so. She's gonna tear up the whole damn house.
Poor girl.
Yeah. Don't do that. Is that Jesse Ventura in the ring?
No,
Oh,
Nikita
Can I get a
Koloff.
Koloff?
no.
Nikita Koloff.
It looked kind of similar.
Yeah, the fake Russian.
He's just like splattered with other people's blood on his face.
Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting.
It's War Games. WCW didn't fuck around with War Games.
I don't understand what the two of them were beefing about. Aren't they supposed to be teammates?
Austin was a great seller.
Boss, with all this craziness in the ring, how does the referee hear who submits? I don't know, man. It's going to be hard. We got several officials here. I think there's 3 of them down here. Somebody will hear him. There's 16 voted blue. Who have faith?
Stinger Splash on Anderson. Nope. Mm. They took the top rope off. Mm. Oh my God.
I've never seen a great famous wrestler take such an unabashed beating before.
Yeah. This match is awesome.
Yeah, this is wild.
This is awesome.
This was a good choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who was he doing an elbow
Well,
on?
somebody moved. Somebody was there and they moved.
It didn't look like anyone was close enough.
No, they were there. They're gonna murder Sting. Oh shit.
I love Surfer Sting.
Yeah.
He's my favorite Sting.
Sting!
That's it.
That's it. Called it. Another one. Another victory. Another day. Another victory royale.
That was an awesome War Games match, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that was pretty 2 out of 5 for me.
Say what?
I'm just kidding.
That was one of the best War Games matches.
Wait, why are they all yelling at him?
Well, because he accidentally hit Bobby Eaton with the ring with the turnbuckle.
Oh,
And then because he hurt Eaton's arm, Sting put Eaton in the armbar and Eaton submitted.
Larry's doing his best lawyer's plea in there, trying to tell him what happened. Yeah, but the thing about it, if he would have been Sting, Castillo, it was a good chance Sting may have had to submit. Let's go back and take a look at it, Jess. And here's exactly what happened. And you see replay. Zabisco with the steal from the turnbuckle, winding up with a baseball swing. Sting gets out of the way. Zabisco hits the arm of beautiful Bobby. Sting comes back, kicks Zabisco, chops him in the back of the neck, dives in at that point on beautiful Bobby. There you see Sting coming in slow motion, hooking beautiful Bobby's already injured arm, steps in with a vicious arm bar, steps over, applies the pressure, and gets the surrender, Jim Ross. It is wild out here, gentlemen. Let's go to Tony Schiavone and Eric Bischoff. Okay, Jim and Jesse, thanks for coming to us. I don't know what we can add to that, do you? Tony, I've never seen anything so intense in my life. War Games lived up to everybody's expectations, without a doubt. And the summer is not even here for World Championship Wrestling. What an event War Games was. Wrestle War, it was tremendous. As we head, of course, to Beach Blast, the Dangerous Alliance, finally leaving the ring, still arguing with the Cruncher Legs and Let's Go. As we speak, it was all out war. Certainly was, and it was exciting to see the Steiner brothers with Izuku and Fujinami. Congratulations to Michael PSAs and Jimmy Jet back in the new United States Tag Team Champions. Tremendous part of action here at Wrestle War 92. I love it. It's been great working with you again, Eric, and of course, thanks to all of our great fans for joining us, and don't forget that Beach Blast comes your way.
oh, back to Jesse the Body Ventura and Jim Ross.
And this week in all of our television programs, we will have more about that tremendous event. To send us home, let's go to Jim Ross and Jesse the Body Ventura. Well, Jesse, you've been involved in a lot of big pay-per-view events in your illustrious broadcast career. But I want to ask you quite frankly, have you ever seen anything like WCW War Games? I'll tell you what, Jim Ross, this match was the most brutal pay-per-view event I have ever covered in my 7 or 8 years of broadcasting pay-per-view wrestling. It was brutal in that ring. 5, 6 of the guys bleeding profusely. The Cruncher Larry Zabisco misses with the steel bar.
Jesse Ventura puts me to sleep.
And causes Sting to win.
Crazy, man.
Utter brutality in that ring, Jim Ross.
I'm tired all of a sudden.
Better and better here in WCW.
And it's only when he speaks.
Talking about our next pay-per-view, a very special event, Saturday, June 20th. And one last chance. What's going on at Beach Blast? I'll just tell you this, Jim Ross. Going to be some tremendous chest
Oh, thank God, we're done with him.
rest to you.
Woo!
This weekend on
That was
television.
rough. That was rough.
Here at WCW. And my colleague Jesse the Body Ventura. I'm Jim Ross. So long, everybody.
That was a rough one.
Senior producer Virgil Runnels, Dusty.
See? Look, even Kay's tired. I'm tired too, listening to Jesse Ventura.
I've been yawning since like 6 o'clock.
She's always tired.
All right. Well, I tell you now, there's 2 matches that I don't know which one to pick from.
I know it's I'm gonna pick.
I'm enjoying the credits right now in this post War Games wasteland that we're looking at here.
Bloodbath?
Yeah. All right, Wrestle War 92.
Wrestle War.
Okay. the wrap of it.
No.
They don't need to watch the credits.
Well, you never know. You never know who's gonna pop up. Everybody, thanks for watching WCW Wrestle War 92 with us. It was another classic Sting match for you there. That War Games match. So now let's do best match, worst match, and rating out of 5. And let's start with Kay.
Best match, War Games. Worst match, Charlie Champion and
Todd Champion.
Mysterious Masked Wonder Kitten.
Super Invader.
Super Invader. Their names are not worth remembering. They sucked. That match sucked. Overall, I would give it a 4.5. I'm sorry, 4.5 bones.
There you go. All right, Dylan, what do you say?
War Games was not my favorite. I would probably put the
What?
yeah, I would probably put I can't remember the match now.
The Pillman Zinc match? The Cruiserweight?
Yeah. Yeah. I was like Zig. I know something with a Z. I really like that one more than War Games. War Games was great. It's probably my favorite War Games out of all the ones that I've ever watched. By far. That alone is 5 out of 5. But Pillman and Zinc was really, really good. The Steiners and the 2 Japan guys was actually good. It was an actual good tag match by the Steiner brothers.
Oh, yeah.
But the worst match has to be the wrestling default characters facing each other. I mean, the guy wasn't even wearing eye holes in his mask to see what was going on. So yeah, no, that was a -5 out of 5. That was just terrible. I would go for 4 bones out of 5.
All right. Worst match. I'm gonna go with Super Invader beating Todd Champion. Yeah.
Wait, what were you even considering putting up against that?
Well, I was trying to the Big Josh match, whoever he fought.
That was bad too.
I was trying to remember who
that
he
was bad
fought.
too.
But yeah, the Super Invader beating Todd Champion. That was like wrestling video game default characters fighting. That was
100%.
Super Invader was okay, but Todd Champion, it was worthless, man. Didn't do a thing.
Big Josh was Ricky Morton, wasn't it?
Richard Morton. Yeah, Big Josh beat Richard Morton. That's right. So no, yeah, Super Invader versus Todd Champion was definitely worse. Yeah. Best match for me, War Games. I loved it. I loved War Games. Bloody. It was wild. They fucking took the top rope off one of the rings. It was a wild match, man. That was fun. Great teams. I thought, everybody except Zbyszko. I've never been a big Larry Zbyszko fan. Pretty good teams. Overall, and then the Pillman and Zinc match, very good. Good tag team match to open the night for the U.S. tag team titles.
Yep, that was good
Three
too.
Birds
with,
winning.
Rock and roll.
And then the Steiners match with the New Japan guys was good. Some good matches. Johnny B. Bad, it was good. I always enjoy him. Buff, well, not Buff, but Marcus Alexander Bagwell losing to Scotty Flamingo. That was a pretty good match. Overall, I'll give it... the undercard was a little weak, so I'm gonna give it 4 bones out of 5. I'm gonna give it 4 bones out of 5. But that light heavyweight title match and the Steiner match and the War Games match were excellent. So
yeah,
those 3 at the end really picked up the pay-per-view, really saved it. Yeah, good show. Good show. Very, very excellent. Excellent second half of the show. But yeah, so hopefully everybody enjoyed it. I think we'll be doing this show next week.
Yeah.
We'll see. Well, there's an independent show in
All
our
right.
town next Sunday, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it. But so we'll see. Just watch our X account. If we do it, if we do the show, it will be Sunday at 12:45, as usual. And it will be another show with a classic Sting match on it. Dylan, you have stuff you want to promote before we go?
Always. Monday night, we have Monday Night Raw. And then, of course, the booking show for Elimination Chamber Tuesday. AEW Dynamite Watch Along Wednesday. Thursday is everyone's favorite show, predictions for Elimination Chamber, as well as Friday and Saturday. Now, Friday is No Surrender, TNA's big pay-per-view that is coming up. We are going to be doing a watch along for that. Saturday morning, early ass morning, we are going to be doing none other than Elimination Chamber at Perth, Australia. So that'll be taking place at about 4:50 in the morning Saturday. And then there is a good chance that I will not be doing the watch along for Collision due to the fact that I too will be going to an indie show the day before Kay and Asa over here on Long Island, Psycho Circus, which ought to be really, really fun. And then, yeah, then we'll have next week to do all the other stuff.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So yeah, for us, yeah, we're having our one of our weekly shows tomorrow night, AEW Weekly. We do weekly Mondays at 6 p.m. It'll be live on YouTube, live on X, and live on Twitch. So watch it wherever you're watching this show. You can watch it there. And we'll talk about everything that happened in AEW this past week. Dynamite, we'll talk about. We'll have some news, some rumors, our top 5 rankings.
Top five.
K-Fabulous's, right. K-Fabulous's fashion do's and don'ts, and some more things as well. Looking at some storylines and so forth. It'll be a good show, and that's tomorrow night at 6, AEW Weekly. Hopefully, we will be on the watch along for AEW Dynamite. I hope so. On Wednesday, and then Friday, I think we'll be on that watch along for the TNA show.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so far it's just myself, Leo, Wolf, and that's it, I think.
Okay.
So
yeah, we'll do it.
Perfect.
And then I think we may do a watch along for Collision on Saturday.
Yeah, I'll let you know if I'm definitely going or not. I'm not
Okay.
100% sure yet. I got to see if Evan wants to come with me and stuff. And we'll go from there. And Noah as well. See if he wants to meet us there at Farmingdale for the Psycho Circus.
So either we'll be on Dylan's watch along,
Yeah,
Collision watch along, or we'll do our own. But there will be a Collision watch along on
no matter what.
On the No Bones Belt Wrestling channel on Saturday. Yeah.
Yes.
So plenty of opportunities to see us this week, doing several things, and to see Dylan. So watch them all. I think you could see us like every night of the week if you want to. So hopefully you do. So I think that's about it for all of us. And then the next week is going to be AEW Revolution and all that stuff. And yeah.
And the booking show of AEW Revolution that you're hosting.
Booking show, right? Yep. and I'm going to be doing the booking show of AEW Revolution on the
predictions.
Tuesday. I forget what date that is. The last Tuesday in February, whatever date
It
that
is February 27th.
Yeah,
And then
27.
the 29th is the predictions.
Yep.
And then I come and fuck up North Carolina for 4 days.
So that'll be fun.
Oh, yes.
We meet Dylan in reality for the first time, so that'll be fun.
As long as I don't get murdered, I'll be happy as well.
Yep.
We'll finally find out if he's really just a hologram or not.
Yeah.
If he's really just 4 feet tall or not.
That's
Right? I could be a part of the micro brawlers.
He could be a
You don't know.
True. That's very true.
Very true. Imagine. That would be hilarious. You see this little guy come out of a car. Like, there ain't no way. There ain't no way.
Anyways, thanks everybody for watching WCW Wrestle War 92. This has been No Bones About Wrestling. And as Mick Foley says, have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.